Hey guys, and welcome to GT Live. There's a lot of hair in my eye after doing that hair flip, but for whatever reason, 3 seconds before we were gonna go live, I was like, you know, it'd be so funny if I turned away and then I turned toward. That was so much cleaner, less dramatic.
Do you want me to run it again?
Can you?
I can run it again.
Here,
All right,
here.
guys.
Let me prep.
Okay.
Okay.
All right, hold on.
Did it go?
Oh, you wanted to...
I can't see it.
I
don't know what's happening.
Yeah, that makes sense. All right, one last time.
Okay,
I'll Freddie Benson this.
Yeah, you can just say go. It's good. Or
All right.
like point in such a way that only I can see. I don't know.
Okay, well, nobody else could see it either way.
That's true. That's true.
All right,
Okay,
last
you're
one.
right.
Last one.
Yep.
One more time.
Hey guys, and welcome to GT Live. It's Friday night, and we are living it up here on our favorite channel in the entire universe. This might be the greatest show on the entire internet, and here you are, witnessing it with us. Hi, my name's Ash, and this is my technician, Sam.
Hey there.
And today, we're bringing you one of the most premier programs that you can find on twitch.tv or youtube.com. Thank you so much for being here. Again, my name's Ash, and this is my technician, Sam.
Hey there.
And thank you so much for being here. Again, this is probably one of the greatest shows on the internet that you've ever seen.
One more time. What's your name?
Oh, my name's Ash.
And who am I?
I think you're Sam, the technician.
Hey there.
Oh, wow. Awesome. Well, now that we've introduced ourselves, I'd love to say hello to some of you at home. So I'm going to do that now because I'm Ash, and so is my technician, whose name is...
Hey there.
Hey there, it's Sam.
Hey there.
Hey there.
It's not actually me. It's just a soundboard.
He does this, like, knee-jerk reaction whenever I throw it to Sam where he goes...
I do a lot of, like, Mr. Crocker-esque movements. A lot of spasming, I guess.
Yeah.
Very
good.
Very...
How y'all doing? Let me say hi to some folks in chat. This is
been a while.
stupendous. Golly.
It's been a while.
Oh my goodness gracious. Oh wow. Woo! It's going fast. We love it. Egg Saber says, we love hey there.
Emily Hibbins says, and I am Emily. Hi.
Hi, Emily. I'm
Hey.
Ash.
And I'm Sam. No, that's not my line.
Hey there.
Hey there, Emily.
Poplio 17 says hi. Hello, Poplio.
Aiden says, hi.
Hi.
Hi, Aiden.
Hi. Hi. Joe Bro says hi. Hello, Joe Bro.
Whoa. Like
Whoa.
a Jonas brother?
It could be a Jonas Brother in chat right now.
On their burner? That'd be crazy.
The Jonas Brother burner account.
He's watching GT Live.
They're completely into Five Nights at Freddy's.
If there was a number at the end that was 3,000, that would be the Joe Bros burner account.
Yeah, they're watching this from the year 3000.
Yeah, well, not much has changed.
But they do stream underwater.
Well said. Poop551 says, LOL.
Wow, what a stream right now. Golly, woo, woo, woo.
Let's go.
Let's go, GT Live. GT Live. Hey, yo, how's it going? Says Stardusted Moth. It's going pretty all right. Is my mic in the right place? Yes, it is.
Yeah, it is.
Yeah, it is.
Yeah, Brooklyn says, hi, hey, hello.
Hi, hey, hello.
Shout out to you, Brooklyn.
Shout out Brooklyn. Huge Brooklyn W tonight, my friends. Let's see. Eveliar 2012 says, please shut me out, please. There you go, my friend. Chat was scrolling, so I had to keep up with you a little bit.
I've got one big shout out we have to do in YouTube chat for our good friend Entity303.
Entity303.
Entity303 had a birthday today.
Happy birthday, Entity 303.
Entity 303.
Clap and a half to you, my friend. Whoop! Booyah! Happy birthday.
Huge.
Absolutely massive.
Andy Samberg would say, happy birthday to the ground. I want you to take that with you today.
Yeah.
Happy birthday to the ground.
You're kind of like the ground, but in a good way.
Because you're so solid.
Yeah. You're so down to earth.
And the world would be nothing without you.
So true. You're the core. You're the foundation. Entity 303, which is how I say your name now. Oh my goodness gracious.
Oh, we have fun here, guys.
We sure do. Sam, it's been a little bit. How you been?
I've been great.
Great.
I mean, I'm great now. I've been fine before, but there's just nothing like being on the old GT lives.
Right? Something about the space, the GTL energy.
The GTLS.
The GTLS?
The space.
The
GT
space.
Live space.
The GTLS, of
Yeah.
course. Of course.
And we hold space for that space.
We hold so much space for this space. We lock the door.
Yep.
We're like, nope, this is our space.
Nobody can come in.
Nope. It's going to disturb the energy.
Yep.
So we keep it balanced. We keep it controlled. We nurture it so that it nurtures us.
Well said.
Yes.
That was so well said.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Man, I'm excited to be back.
Right? I know. I feel like it's been like so long.
I know. I saw that Hello Neighbor 3 thing come out, and I just had to get away.
I know. You truly did leave the state the day that we were like, yeah, we're going to do it. And Sam left.
I tried to flee the country.
They
wouldn't
country.
let me.
Yeah. Couldn't get through customs.
Yep. They were like, do you have a boarding pass? And I was like, did you know Hello Neighbor 3 came out? And they said, that's not enough. So I guess I just drove somewhere else.
Yep. And what's your purpose of travel? Getting away from the Hello Neighbor 3 prototype.
Is this business or pleasure? Necessity.
Yeah.
Neither.
It's a need.
Survival.
It's a must. Yeah, because you were, you were on Let's Solve, though.
Heck yeah, I wouldn't miss Let's Solve.
Oh my gosh, no, certainly not. And that was a hoot and a half. If you weren't there to watch Let's Solve, go do that, BT dubs. Yeah. Other than that, it's been, you've been going so many places. But Fisher's been an absolute goat, holding down the fort.
Real.
So is Bree. They supplied me with crazy bread during the Hello Neighbor 3.
I've heard whispers of this crazy bread that you speak of.
Whispers.
Yeah, like
Crazy bread.
adult spoken at a low volume.
So you're just walking around and you're hearing crazy bread.
Locals were whispering to me about crazy bread.
That's really weird of them to do. I
Yeah,
hate when the locals do that.
The locals, I wish they would speak at full volume.
Right? Be confident.
Pronunciate? Enunciate.
Enunciate, pronounce.
Pronounce, announce,
Yeah.
and denounce any negative activity that you see in your neighborhood.
But engage your diaphragm while you do it.
Announce your denouncement.
Yes.
There it is.
Announce your denouncement.
Guys, when you see something bad, announce your denouncement for
Make
that
it
negative
known.
behavior.
Make it known. Don't be a local that whispers.
Be a local that yells. What are we doing here?
Be a local that yells.
I'm local. I'm from this area.
I'm over here. I'm right by you.
I didn't travel very far.
I'm down the block usually. I took a walk. Oh my
man.
gosh. Man, classic witty bants happening right now.
I know.
It's been a hot minute.
It's been a while for a lot of things.
It really has.
I think it's about time we bring some of those things back.
I think so too. Like we could do a lot of things. We could just sit down and banter for a whole thing.
Yeah.
We could hold musical dance experiences.
Okay, I don't know what that means, but I'm interested.
Okay. How much of Severance have you seen?
All of it.
Okay, so in season 1, episode 7, when
Okay, we're getting encyclopedic.
yeah, when here, I'm gonna leave it very vague so that you don't get spoiled, right? Just know that there is a musical dance experience where dance happens.
Oh, yes, when they select the type of music that they want.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
Okay, I'm there.
So, very vague. Nothing is really spoiled for you at all,
No.
right? That's not a spoiler at all.
No, we could do a waffle party episode of GT Live.
What if we ate waffles for a whole episode? Witty waffles. They could be smart.
The waffles are witty.
Yeah. Like, there's little, equations and stuff written in there. You look deep and there's a function.
I don't want that in my waffle. My waffle has one purpose. I do not care about its intelligence. I want it to satiate me.
Okay, so the waffle could satiate us and assist us in wit, right?
Okay.
You know how, like, sometimes in Pokemon and things, you do certain moves or you ingest certain substances, I guess, power-ups?
Okay, yeah.
I'm talking about multiple games here at this point, but it's like a temporary boost to your power.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, so the waffles, like, temporarily amp up your...
It raises the roof.
It raises the roof, and the roof being your general sense of wit and intelligence.
Yeah, right now, we're two bozos right now with no wit because we haven't had any waffles.
Right.
We're waffleless, witless worms.
We're waffleless, witless worms.
Exactly.
But this is what a waffle could do. This is how waffles could raise us up.
You are the waffle, and you're emulating the raising.
Yeah.
The waffle will one day become the raised.
Right. Exactly. So in a waffle, you have, you know, the little squares, and there's little divvies in there, little canyons in your waffle.
Okay, waffle
Right.
canyons.
That's like my baseline. That's where I typically am. The raise, that's representative of the wit that it gives us, right? So it elevates us to that point, and once the
gotcha.
waffle wears off, we come back down.
And the syrup is the juice that gets you from where you are to where you want to be.
Exactly.
It fills in the cracks.
Exactly. And the more you waffle, the more
even you become. We're always saying that.
We're always thinking, dude.
We're always doing that. And we haven't even had any waffles.
No, never. Actually, I have had waffles before, but never in this space.
Agreed.
We've never had waffles as a team.
No, we do. We have normally before a stream, we do order dinner because we're going to be here pretty late.
Yeah.
Maybe one time we should order waffles.
Bro, if we got waffles for a GT Live, just a snack to have and to hold. Waffles.
Forever and ever.
Yeah.
Until we eat them.
Until we eat it, and then we just yearn for more. That could be awesome.
I am down with that.
Do you have waffle preferences, though? Because, like, there are some people that are extremely adamant about my waffles got to have blueberries. It's got to be chocolate chip. I need minimal syrup. I need all of the syrup.
I have very strong preferences, but I don't care about them much. You
have strong preferences that you don't care about much.
Correct.
Okay.
If I'm having a waffle, I need it to be a certain way.
Okay.
But I don't really care. I don't care, I guess.
Bro.
I guess I'm not interested. Some foods I'm interested in imposing my preferences on other people, which is always a good thing to do.
Yeah, that's everyone says that.
That was a joke.
Don't.
With waffles, I don't care. Okay. Everybody can eat their waffles the way they want to.
Oh, yeah. Like, I mean more so, I'm not saying, like, you have to force your waffle eating habits onto the space, but, like, your individual waffle preference, which you hold strongly, but don't enforce onto others.
I lean chocolate chips.
Yep.
And I lean heavy syrup.
Heavy syrup.
Heavy syrup, which could be, I could go medium syrup if you're adding butter.
Okay. So this is interesting coming from you.
Okay.
Because you're not big into condiments or sauces.
No.
But you like the moisture here.
Well, so here's what I'll say about that.
Here's what he'll say about that.
In the same way that pasta needs sauce, pasta was created as a vehicle to consume sauce.
It's a vessel.
Waffle is a vessel for syrup.
Okay.
That's my take. If you eat a waffle without syrup, I may have to put you on some kind of watch list, respectfully.
Right, of course. So it has to be heavy on the syrup, though, because I'm a light to medium. I'm mild to moderate on my syrup, right?
Okay.
Because otherwise there's a sog factor.
Oh, yeah.
That happens.
Yeah.
Happens too fast for me.
Sog it up.
No, I need structure. I need some kind of structure in my life, and I turn to my waffle. I turn to my waffle. It's got to be you. If it can't be me, it's got to be you. Like, don't do this to me, man. But you're just like, make it soggy.
Yes.
Yeah.
I want to have to not even use a knife. I want to cut through it with the side of the fork.
Whoa.
Yeah. Sog it up.
Oh my
gosh.
gosh.
Soak up all that syrup and butter.
Yeah.
Because it's just a sponge. It's just a vehicle for those flavors.
Yeah, you want it more like cakey.
Oh,
cakey.
yeah.
Like tiramisu levels of like drench it. Yeah.
Like a crumble cookie.
Like, okay.
Like the inside of a crumble cookie. They're a little undercooked.
Closer. Yes.
Yeah.
Okay.
We're there.
Yeah. I understand what you mean.
We're there.
We're there. We're there.
We're
Okay,
there.
so what I'm hearing is next time we got to get some waffles.
Yeah, guys, 1 in chat if you like waffles, 2 if you like pancakes. I didn't want to open that debate up, but I think I need to for a very brief moment.
Oh, I mean, it is characteristic of today's episode.
Oh, true.
So I guess that makes sense.
If we had a breakfast food bracket, which we could maybe do at one point, I don't think, well, I don't want to spoil it, but waffles or pancakes would not be in the finals.
Oh,
Shocker.
no. And I'm going to be so honest with you,
Please
Sam.
be so honest.
So honest with you. If I had to make the call between waffles and pancakes, I'm picking pancakes.
I don't disagree with you.
Okay, good, good.
A pancake is just a softer, more cakey waffle.
Yeah. It's less variance in the texture.
Yes.
In a way that sparks joy.
Okay.
Like, it's not soggy. Like, there's still enough structure, but like you can add toppings to it in a way that complements the experience.
Yeah.
Where with waffles, it feels like you're complicating the experience. I want an additive, constructive experience, and that's why I turned to pancakes.
Okay.
I also feel that the waffle numbers were inflated because waffles were such an integral part of internet meme culture in the early 2010s. You know how waffles were kind of a meme in and of themselves?
No.
Like, LOL waffles, and LOL muffins, LOL tacos. Like,
some of those sound familiar.
yeah.
Okay. Waffles were in that crowd.
Waffles were there.
Okay.
Waffles were there.
Waffles were party to that crowd.
Yes, and I was in the waffle camp for so long because of that. But I did some serious reflecting. I went on some long walks in solitude, really.
Wow.
And that's how I determined.
Reflection, meditation.
I was looking at the sky, at my reflection in the local pond, and I found that pancakes were kind of what I wanted more. Like, I lightly use syrup because I want other things to shine. I want the fruit to shine. I want whipped cream to shine. I want, maybe some blueberries or some chocolate chips to really shine.
Okay.
But
you're all about uplifting others.
I raise it up. In the way that I appreciated waffles, lifting up our intelligence.
You now want to raise up the waffle.
Yeah. Here we're all about raising. It's a lifting show.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You've created an Ouroboros of infinite raising.
Infinite raising.
You eat the waffle eats you, and you're all raised up.
Yeah. A rising tide lifts all breakfast food.
A wise man once said that, I heard.
Locals say that a lot, too.
As long as they don't whisper it.
No.
That's okay.
It's like, rising tide lifts all breakfast foods. Around the corner if you need me.
Yeah, I won't be far.
You free tonight? Taking the kids to the park. They're dads. The locals are dads.
I thought you said they're dead. Right after you said the kids are at the park, then you went, they're dead. I was like, oh.
Whoa.
Okay, that'd be crazy. I mean, it does get into this indie horror thing that
yeah,
we're
I was about to say
into.
dead kids. Well, do I have the episode for you, Sam?
Nice. Good segue.
Thank you.
Good segue.
Today, my friends, we are doing a bracket a la March Madness of indie horror characters that you know and love. We asked you in the community tab, hey, we got a lot of characters in here, but we want to make sure that your favorites are also represented. And so you left your little comments, you went, and then you got it in, and then we took some of these things and put them in a bracket here, and we're going to be doing some face-offs to figure out the indie horror character who would probably win in a fight.
Yep.
In an ultimate showdown of ultimate destiny.
Yeah, and it was so much harder to pick 64 than I think people will ever realize.
Oh my gosh. Like, Sam was about to bash his head against a wall with how stuck he felt at times.
I know it feels like every day there's a new indie horror game with a brightly colored mascot that goes on the thumbnail, but 64 was, I mean, you'll see from the list. Oh, some of you saw, we posted the link to the Reddit with the blank bracket so you can fill out your own at home.
Yeah.
'Tis the season with March Madness, but you will see some of these had to be deep cuts, we'll say.
Yes. I am interested to see everyone that made it to the list. I have like a understanding of most of the characters who got here.
Yeah.
Right? Because it's also like a back and forth of like, okay, well, these characters come to my mind. This is a classic. But I didn't get to fully observe what all the matchups were.
Yeah.
So we're having an experience here. Now, if you go on to r/Game Theorists, I believe you will find the full version of the bracket that I'm going to be filling out here today on the GT live stream. My name's Ash. This is my technician, Sam.
Hey there.
And you could fill it out for yourself. And you could fill it out as I'm going through. Try to do it beforehand and see if you can predict what I'm going to do. Bracket busting, that whole thing. This is going to be our version of March Madness.
Yep.
All right?
And talk about madness. I have to say, Sam Lamb Lamb just gifted 50 memberships on YouTube.
Sam Lamb Lamb.
Now that is madness. Thank
That
you.
is madness. Sam Lamb Lamb, thank you so much. That is awesome of you. 50. Hello. Gee whiz, thank you so much.
Hello.
Hello. Hello. Sam Lamb Lamb. Oh my gosh. Locals are saying that Sam Lamb Lamb is actually a goat.
The goat.
Yeah.
They are saying that.
That's what
I've
they're
heard
saying.
that too.
Yeah, they're not whispering it. They're
No.
shouting it.
Yeah, as they should be.
As
From the
they
rooftops.
should. From the rooftops, from around the corner. Yeah, you just dropped like several things. What happened over there?
I know. It sounded like I dropped my backpack full of metal pipes and tubes.
I was like, what happened?
This chair has armrests that are adjustable, but somebody,
Oh
I guess
my
somebody,
God.
I said somebody, I'm the only person who sits in this chair. They were taller than the desk. So I like to swivel my chair as I sit, but it was like on top of the desk. So I had to drop them down.
Yeah.
But it sounded like,
Okay. It sounded better isolated, but
Yeah.
one by one, it really did sound like a bunch of metal pipes fell
Yeah.
onto the ground.
it did.
Yeah. Wow.
Which, no, I am holding tight to my metal pipes. I would never drop those.
I'm so glad to know that about you.
Yeah,
Hold on tight,
I do.
because here we go. Without further ado, my friends, I think we're ready.
I have further ado.
Oh my God, he's a doing.
Ramen QT. I'm assuming it's ramen. It's RXMEN. I'm going to say ramen.
Okay.
QT gifted 10 subs on Twitch.
Ramen.
Shout out to ramen.
Ramen, thank you so much. Oh my gosh.
That's the last of my ado.
All right, that's totally worth it to ado there, my friend.
Much ado about something.
Much ado about something, and that something is ramen. Thank you so much for doing that, friend. Means a lot. All right, so I think if there's no more ado to do, ado.
No ado about nothing.
Okay, we can bid adieu to ado.
Ado.
I do
Agree.
Oh, whoa.
I do declare.
I do declare. Let us hop, skip, and jump directly into the official indie horror character bracket.
Woo!
Woo! Whoop, 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 whoop. All right. We're going to be like waffles in this, all right? All right, my DPI set itself to 3,200, and
Crazy.
I don't know why it did that. So we're going to hope that it just readjusts itself, and I'm going to move very, very carefully. So let us go. Start up here, I suppose. And we're going to work our way down. So, oh my gosh, no, not you. Use the grab tool, grab it, and go. All right. So we're going to work our way down. Should we do a full, like, let's see all the matchups at first?
No.
Or just go through? All right. Y'all are going to
through.
be surprised in the way that I'm going to be surprised. All right. First up, Freddy Fazbear.
Yep. You know that guy?
I'm familiar, vaguely.
Right?
He's got the hat.
He's capping. He's got the cap. And the bow tie, right?
And yeah, and the tie. And then he has a little jingle. You know?
Does he?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. He's jingle jangling.
Yeah, for sure. So I'm vaguely familiar with what this is.
Okay, that's good.
Yeah. And then we have T.O. or T.I.O. from Piggy,
Yeah.
which is when you said, wow, we're going deep
Deep
into
cuts.
some of these things. Yeah. So this character is from Piggy, but doesn't appear for a very, very long time.
Yep.
But is like the overarching bad guy of the situation and kind of like manipulation king. So
Right.
that's
And
your
somebody
basics.
in chat picked up on it too. T.O. is interdimensional, which is cool, but I don't know that that actually helps you in a fight.
Right? I mean, it's an escape route, you know?
Right.
You could interdimensionally hurt someone by going into realms and forms unseen
Yes.
if you want.
But I don't know that that would hurt them. You just like disappear.
Right? I don't know either. Like, I feel Tio has recruiting. He's gathering people to help him with his schemes. Freddy is the leader of a group, right?
True.
But Freddy can just kind of charge at you and chomp. You know what I mean?
If Freddy gets a hand on you, it's GG's.
Right.
He's killed before and he'll do it again.
Like it's Jover.
It is so Jover.
It's Jover when you see Freddy.
Yeah.
But like you don't even get to encounter Tio.
Yeah.
For so long. And so I feel like Freddy you encounter and you know you don't have much time left. You got to work up to meet Tio and Piggy.
Yeah.
That's a long wait.
Freddy comes at you day one.
It's true.
No holds barred. He's coming for your neck. More like he's coming for your frontal lobe, I guess I should say.
It's true. It's true. I think I'm leaning one way. What's chat saying?
Chat is obsessed with Freddy.
Chat's Freddy?
Unsurprisingly, yeah.
Okay.
Chat, I hate to break it to you guys. There's a shot that Freddy may not win this. I just need everybody to prepare themselves for that.
Yeah.
It's very possible. I know everybody loves Freddy. You never know. Freddy may run up against his arch nemesis here.
Oh my God, Zach is in chat right now, and yep, sorry, Tio.
Zach knows.
Yeah, Zach knows. Shout out Zach. Zach is one of our incredible editors, so be sure to show Zach some love. All right, I'm gonna lock in. It's Freddy.
It's Freddy, and it's not even close.
Yeah.
Freddy walks here.
Freddy walks and runs.
And
Run,
chomps.
don't walk. To put Freddy moved up on your bracket.
I was going Mr. Mosby with it.
Oh, yes.
No running in the lobby. That still sounded like
Through the
Crocker.
bits.
Every voice turns into Mr. Crocker.
I know. Brindle. All right. So here we go down. Oh, my God. Okay.
Yeah,
All
here
right.
we go.
All right, Sam.
Things are getting good here.
Potato closed caption. I assume it's cooking companions.
You'd be correct in that assumption.
Potato versus the Lethal Company.
Yeah, so this is Potato from Cooking Companions versus the Lethal Company.
What? What kind of like is Potato going to like face the board? Like he's just it's one Potato versus a company.
Versus a company.
Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, any kind of item could take down. A piece of Scotch tape took down Richard Nixon.
Oh my gosh.
All it takes is one item.
I mean, okay. So the Lethal Company.
Yes, the Lethal Company.
They're grabbing metals.
Correct.
They're grabbing scrap metals.
Correct.
And they're doing things with the metals.
That's true.
It's capitalism. It's a regime.
Yes.
Right? Potato knows no politics. Potato knows violence.
That's true.
Potato knows how to turn a group of chompettes and use them to his benefit. Like the company, the broader company, no. Like you need a Potato personality to lead a company like that.
Behind the Lethal Company is a Potato.
Right, but we're not facing the Potato. We're facing a corporation. We're facing a brand.
Yeah.
Absolutely not. I lean Potato.
I'm trying to see where I lean as well. I think I may lean. I kind of want to get into some disagreements. Well, there's 64. We'll get to him later. I think I lean Potato as well. Potato also overthrew like the whole Chompette system from Dreadweight to
and then he manipulated the election.
Exactly. So Potato's got a little bit of capitalism in him by default.
Right, but like lawlessly.
Yes.
Lawless.
Yeah, Potato is ruthless. I think Potato could lead the Lethal Company. I don't think the Lethal Company could do what Potato does.
No, they would be threatened by Potato.
Yes. They send other people out to do their work. They send the, whatever they're called in Lethal Company, the people out to scrounge the metals. Potato would be there, shovel in hand, finding metals himself.
Yeah, he'd get scraps from them.
Well said.
Yeah, it's Potato.
I think it's Potato as well.
It's Potato.
But he has no fists. It doesn't matter. It's not a fist fight necessarily.
He's playing mind games.
Exactly. There's more than one way to win a fight.
True. All right, let's keep it going.
Yep.
Let's keep it going. And we sure did keep it going, huh?
Choo-choo! Train is rolling.
Choo-choo Charles versus Waffle Cone Willie.
That's right. I mean, these are these two are so similar they had to duke it out in the first round. You can't have two anthropomorphic villain vehicles make it further than the first round. Only one can win.
Yes, okay. Okay. This is where I'm going to spark controversy.
Okay, I was ready for controversy as well.
All right.
I hope it's not the same controversy.
So, Choo Choo Charles, right? Intimidating train. Very scary game.
Yeah.
Very scary.
Very.
Everyone's like, whoa, the train. And everyone got behind this game when it came out. It was a big thing.
That's true.
We played Choo Choo Charles. We got through it. When we took on Waffle Cone Willie, I need you to go back and reflect. Take a stroll. Look at the sky. Look at yourself in the reflection of the local pond.
Yes.
Think about how little time it took Waffle Cone Willie to kill us the second he locked in.
Yeah. Troubling because chat could not disagree more, which I think is okay. That's the point of doing a bracket. This is going to be our answers. I am leaning Waffle Cone Willie as well, and here's why. Choo Choo Charles, we had to take a ferry on a boat to an island in the middle of nowhere and like disturb an ancient ritual site for him to hatch out of an egg. Waffle Cone Willie is in your neighborhood right now. Waffle Cone Willie is at your door.
Yeah, he's in the neighborhood.
Yeah, he was in the houses. He'd like break into houses or like there were ghosts in the house or whatever.
Yeah.
He will get you in your house.
There's no retreat. You can't leave him on an island.
No. Plus, he sells ice cream.
Right?
Which is going to lure me in. Choo Choo Charles is a spider and has a face as a train, which would keep me away.
There's folklore preventing you from messing with Choo Choo Charles.
Correct.
There is nothing stopping me from getting a cone.
Choo Choo Charles has a sign on the front that says, "Danger, do not enter."
Right.
Waffle Cone Willie has a sign in that says, "Welcome, we're open."
Right. With a fun ice cream jingle to go along with it.
Correct. I think it's Waffle Cone Willie.
I think it's Waffle Cone Willie as well. You hate to see it, but I think if they went head to head, Waffle Cone.
I would agree with that.
I think it's Waffle Cone.
Charles has an army of eggs. I mean, in this economy, that may be worth something, but otherwise, I don't know that it's
Money
too valuable.
means nothing in the battlefield, okay? If they're going head to head, I don't care how many George Washingtons you have.
No, it doesn't matter.
Irrelevant.
Agreed.
All right, moving on. I know that's going to cause some violence in the community.
Yeah,
I'm sure of it.
It's rigged. Why would we rig it for Waffle Cone Willie? Who cares about Waffle Cone Willie?
This is just how we feel, and that's, these are our predictions about the fight, right? So,
I see some good points. Thank you.
Thank you.
That's all we can ask is you keep an open mind.
That. Baldy versus Flumpty.
Yeah.
You want to talk about eggs in this economy.
Right, perfect segue.
Perfect. So Flumpty's worth a lot, but again...
We're not selling them.
Right.
Per se. They're engaging in fisticuffs. Yes. Not exclusively, but they're fighting.
I will say.
Say it.
It does give Baldy more motivation if it's like, I'm not going to Kroger and spending $8 on an egg when I could crack one right in front of me. Now, like, Flumpty's kind of like this god of like chaos and like death and like all this stuff. There's a lot of lore with Flumpty.
Right. I don't know that
he's bigger than an egg.
I don't know that I'd want to eat Flumpty.
Could get some cool powers.
I mean, Baldy, who knows? That guy seems like he'll like eat trash. Like he's got freak written all over him. He's letting his freak flag fly. I gotta say that.
I'm so glad you went that way. I thought you were gonna say that Baldy was edible in some way, shape, or form. I was like, oh no.
No, brother's a stick. Brother's a green stick.
Yeah. Okay. Cool. So okay. Baldy and Flumpty.
Chat's pretty split on this one.
Yeah.
Which is good.
Okay.
What's Baldy's shtick? Like Baldy's got a lot of minions. That's the other thing.
Yeah.
Flumpty doesn't strike me as somebody who's got minions.
That's true. I feel like it's also the context of the encounter, right?
Yes.
Because if Baldy is like, answer this math question, you lose, bonk, Flumpty's just gonna...
That's true. Flumpty could also just attack him and say, "Shut up, nerd, I'm not doing math," in a fight.
Right.
But Baldy, the stick is interesting to me, the yardstick.
Right? That's a weapon.
That's at least, what's a yard? 6 feet? 3 feet?
I think it's 3.
A yardstick. Yeah, a yard is 3 feet.
Yeah.
So he's got extra reach. Plus, he's also already tall and lanky.
That's
so
true.
he's got an extra 3 feet where he can keep Flumpty at bay and just smack him.
Yeah, a larger radius, but a small hitbox.
Correct.
Yeah.
Oh, wait, he's kind of OP.
Yeah.
Baldy's kind of OP with it. Tiny hitbox, huge range.
Yeah, and brains. And brains.
And brains.
Baldy could strategize his way around Flumpty.
Okay, Baldy's out to an early lead here. I mean, I think Baldy wins this matchup for me.
I mean, like, yes, he's smart. Flumpty is also a god. Like, yes, he's an egg, but he's a god. Like, he would have some kind of insight or additional power that Baldy could not foresee, right? Unless this is a David and Goliath situation wherein Baldy is taking on Flumpty as Goliath, right?
Or, there's another story about a god who died. a lesser-known carpenter man. I'm saying just being a god doesn't make you immortal. Otherwise, Flumpty wins the whole bracket immediately.
Right. I guess that's a good point. That's a good point.
Plus, you can win his game.
That's true. It's not like it's completely unbeatable. And you could beat an egg.
Yes. Definitely. Absolutely.
Everyone in chat is like, this is wild. Everyone in chat's like, what are y'all talking about?
Are we not, one, if we're spitting facts, two, if we're delusional?
The Time Theorist said Bill Cipher was basically a god and he died.
Real. So real. Flumpty is the Bill Cipher of FNAF fan games. That's the most cursed sentence I've ever said. I kind of hate that I said it.
Okay. I lean towards Baldy, but there's something holding me back.
What's holding you back?
I feel like there are powers within Flumpty that could take Baldy down, but I feel like Baldy has the intelligence, the speed, and the grit to take on Flumpty, but I don't know.
Baldy's also like, I don't know what kind of school it is, middle to high school teacher. He's dealing with pranksters and jokesters and like all kinds of weird stuff all day.
He's calloused.
Yes.
He's calloused.
He's used to a hooligan or two. He'll send Flumpty to intervention, in-school suspension, and he'll keep him there. Lots of chews in the chat from what I'm seeing, which is people voting that we're delusional, which is kind of the perfect way to react to a bracket.
Yeah, that's true. Okay. There's a lot happening here. Should we turn this to chat? Should we ask for chat input?
Are you split? Because I'm going Baldy. Are you going Flumpty?
Oh, this is hard. This is hard. Because, like, Flumpty is OP in God energy, but Baldy is OP in the material realm.
Yes.
So what supersedes what?
Flumpty has been vanquished before. Like, you can win. You can beat Five Nights at Flumpty's.
Yes. Okay.
I think there are some other characters on here who also fall into this nebulous space of like they're supposed to be all powerful.
Yeah.
I am kind of throwing that away because otherwise they just win the whole thing. I'm like, these two are in a room or they're in, whatever, face to face. Who wins?
Right.
To me, it's Baldy. If you vote Flumpty, though, we can have chat break the tie if you want to.
Let's see. Let's see. I'm gonna say Baldy.
Okay.
I'm gonna say Baldy. We are bracket busting a lot of people right now, but you know what? That's okay.
Oh my gosh, yeah.
I'm excited for the eventual Waffle Cone Willie and Baldy matchup.
I don't think anybody, if they were to all fill it out beforehand, would have a perfect bracket still. And we're only 4 in.
These matchups are already deranged. All right.
They only get better.
We're in for a long night, folks. All right. Next up, we have Doey and Mita from my side or me side. I've heard it pronounced both ways. But Doey versus Mita.
Mm-hmm. Go ahead.
That's a good one. Okay. So there's the obvious of Mita She's in an app, right? She is on your device. And she has power if you are in that device.
True.
Doey, if you are in, you know, if you're in that vicinity, you're in Doey's vicinity, he could crush. Okay? That boss battle was not easy. He turns into like this lizard monster thing, okay? And it's very scary, very stressful, right? He could probably crush a phone, no problemo. But let's say that in order to meet Mita, you have to go into the realm and fight her.
To Mita?
To Mita?
Mm-hmm.
You'd have to go into the phone. You'd have to go in to that digital realm, right?
You need to go to her domain.
Yes.
Fight on her home turf.
Because Doey would still have, you know, his energy. But, okay, this is hard.
This is a tough one.
This is hard. This is a hard one.
This is a tough one. And I don't want to spoil the chat's thoughts here. Because I want you to be unblemished in your thinking.
Please. Unblemished. Okay. Because I feel like Mita can manipulate her world so that, you know, it makes it much harder for Doey, right? We also know that Doey has a lot going on emotionally. There's 3, we saw the test files like A, B, and C. There's 3 inside of Doey, right? It's a lot of emotional turmoil, right? Mita would be really good at exploiting that. I think she could do the emotional manipulation and the emotional damage. So I think that could break Doey down for the battle. Like, you can't argue Doey's strength and, like, the violence and the viciousness.
Correct. He's
like,
900 pounds of dough.
Yes.
Yes.
And, like, if he is angry, he is angry. We all saw what happened to Pianosaurus. That was horrific.
Real.
Rest in peace.
Gone too soon.
Gone way too soon. Please. Please.
Are you going Mita?
Because could Mita work around that?
I've got one fatal flaw in what I believe the Mita argument to be.
She's also so sad. Please present this evidence.
Okay. If Mita, I would just like turn off the computer.
If you're in it, though?
I'm not going in it.
You'd have to fight. You said you'd have to fight in her domain.
If you were to do that, she is not a real thing.
Right.
She's a computer program.
Yes, but if the battle has to happen in her domain and he was in there, who?
Well, I'm saying that if you were to literally fist fight her, you would have to go in.
Yeah.
But if I'm Doey and you're like, you need to beat this computer program, I'm just turning off the computer. Like, I'm just not. That's my, when we put this out, everybody was really excited about Monika.
Yeah.
That's my kind of thought on all of these. Like, I'm an AI. I'm a computer file.
But
okay, you're ones and
love
zeros.
Games. Kids love their apps.
You think Doey is going to get sucked into the computer?
I think that Doey and the kids that are in Doey would be so amused by this computer. They'd be like, whoa.
Now, that's a separate argument.
Right.
Because that could make sense. If you're saying that she's enticing him into the computer and then she rock'em sock'em robots him, that I could see. I guess, so the question then becomes, is Doey foolish enough, foolhardy enough to engage in cross-platform fighting?
Okay. Well, Doey's a very complex character, right? Because there's three kids that make him up, right?
Yeah.
I think that would he go into? Because right, are we assuming that in this fight you're not just set up and it's like 3, 2, 1, Super Smash Bros. Style, go?
No, that's not how I'm imagining it.
Okay, because like if it's Doey and then a phone, I could see Doey like picking up the phone, and you know, he sees this. Is he told you have to fight this thing? I don't know, right? Like, we have to set up what these parameters are like, and it's more difficult if there is a phone or some kind of technological barrier.
Yeah, I think the more restrictions you put on it, the more limiting it becomes.
That's typically how things work.
Yeah. I like to keep it loose. I think Doughy, the 900-pound humongous giant thing of dough that can form into any other creature and is like ruthless and has shown to have anger problems, will probably beat up, one, this phone, two, this, I don't know how old she is, young adult girl. Were he even to enter her domain, he would like Mike Tyson knock her out in one punch.
No, but Doughy, like, he's a good friend. You know, and like,
Yeah, well, not
like,
so good at the end of the game.
Yeah, well, he loses everyone he loves, okay? Spoilers, sorry. Like, everyone perishes.
Yeah.
And so that's what causes him to act out, right? So, like, if he was going in and that, oh my God, okay, hold on, okay. It's really hard when you don't have the premise of how it's set up, right? Like, Doughy through brute force could boop, boop, boop on the phone, right? But if he's in it, if he's in the actual program, it would be Mita, no question. Because she could just manipulate things and change and duplicate herself and create scary things that would scare Doughy. And he would have to, like, work and puzzle his way out of it. Otherwise, you're just trapped in there.
I guess, yeah, okay. I guess she could eliminate him via, she could just wait him out, really, if she just traps him in the phone and just keeps him there. Right?
Like, if they were both outside, then it would be Doughy.
I don't know. It's hard. In my mind, it's so clearly Doughy. I think, to me, in every situation, he wins this.
Let's run a poll.
Okay.
Let's run that poll.
We're split.
Let's run that poll. This is a hard one, y'all. Ooh. Yeah, that's a challenge. Because it really depends on the circumstance. It's almost like you have to compare each circumstance that they might meet and then decide from there, like, how many go to Doughy, how many go to Mita. And, like,
yeah,
you know.
It's very funny. We've got very different approaches to this.
Yeah.
Which I think makes it fun.
Yeah. What's
But
chat
yeah, you're
saying?
running, like, multi-layer simulations.
Yeah.
So far, votes are coming in. 600 votes so far. 75% Doughy.
Okay. On YouTube?
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah, 74. 700 votes. Yeah.
Twitch is like, where's Twitch poll?
It's hard to collate the information if we run two separate polls in two separate locations.
Yeah, maybe the next poll can go to Twitch. And
Sure.
that way it bounces back and forth.
Okay. We also could just have the link for people to jump over to YouTube and vote.
True.
All right.
All right, where are we
70,
looking?
70, it's Doughy.
It's Doughy?
Yeah.
All right. Sorry, Doughy.
Well,
The computer got... well, I guess...
not sorry.
Sorry, you have to do
Congratulations,
another
Doughy.
fight. You go to another fight. Sorry, Mita. Aw. I feel bad. Part of me really wanted Mita to win. Okay.
Hey, that's March Madness.
That
They don't
is.
call it March Not Madness.
This is a bracket buster. This is a bracket
For
buster
you,
for me.
I think everyone else was in agreement. But
Yeah.
that's the beauty. That's why we do it. That's why you play the games. Otherwise, all your one seeds make it to the end.
Yeah.
But that's not real life.
All right. So, next up, oh my God.
Right. Frankie from Finding Frankie.
Frankie Finding,
Frankie.
of course.
Of Finding.
Frankie of Finding, yes.
Frankie of Finding versus boyfriend of FNAF.
An indie horror character?
Adjacent. he's party to a lot of indie horror stuff that happens.
There's a lot of mods. A lot of mods.
Right. I've seen him with Huggy Wuggy. I've seen him with Freddy. I've seen him with Bendy. I've seen him with all the guys.
Sans, Afton, yeah.
Yeah. He's
For
everywhere.
sure. All right. Frankie of Finding versus boyfriend.
Yep. What are your thoughts? Kick us off here.
All right. Frankie of Finding. This isn't hide and seek. You know what I mean? Like,
Yeah. Finding may not be that helpful of a skill.
no. Like, you found? Great. Boyfriend is so good at what he does that he can freestyle and cause harm just with the sound of his voice.
Right.
If he runs away, even in a chase sequence, boyfriend can ba-da-ba-ba-da-ba-ba-ba, and then just, like, tear it up.
He's faced Goliaths before as boyfriend.
Yes.
Frankie of Finding, like you said, his main skill is finding. If his name was Murdering Frankie, we'd be having a different conversation.
Right? Like, I honestly think this just goes to boyfriend.
I think it's boyfriend walks to me. Boyfriend
I
is like
think so.
agile. He's quick. He can riz you up too. If Frankie gets too close, he could be like, chill, baby. And then Frankie would stop and then he'd kill him.
Oh my gosh. This lineup is berserk, by the way. I almost did a spit take. Joey versus boyfriend. Get out of here.
This is awesome. It's going to get so much better as we get like down and these matchups become crossed over and absolutely insane.
This could have been girlfriend versus boyfriend, and I just want to make that known.
But
that's not the way the world works. Ooh, okay. Wally, welcome home.
Welcome home, Wally.
Welcome home, Wally, versus Andy, Andy's Apple Farm.
Yeah. Throwback one here.
I know immediately who takes this.
Whoa. Okay. Let me do some cooking then.
Of course.
Wally. What do I know about Wally? Wally was a puppet.
Mm-hmm.
He TV character, puppet, may or may not be possessed, doing the bidding of somebody else.
Mm-hmm.
Kind of a cult leader. That's got some swing to it. Andy, the titular Andy from the Apple Farm, has an apple head, is a character in a game. I think his whole family went like missing or something, and he's in a video game. That game theory came out like 10 years ago, so I don't fully remember. What do I think? Seems like Wally kind of would. Andy, like, his whole family disappeared. I
Right.
think in the games, like everybody's missing. So it seems like he didn't do anything. It seems like Wally would kind of dunk on him.
Remember that one part from Welcome Home where we see an apple and then that apple gets bit? And Wally's
Oh, Wally munches on the apple.
pretty sure Wally munches on the apple.
Okay. That's pretty convincing.
So I think Wally and his like cult that he heads up, I think he'd take a bite out of Andy.
Yeah, I think Wally could literally summon an army of other puppets to murder Andy. I think we go Wally here.
Yeah, this is a Wally.
Chat's pretty much in agreement here too.
Yeah, this is a Wally situation.
This is a Wally. Wally would eat Andy. Yeah,
Yeah. All right. I feel good about that. I
Yeah.
feel great about that, actually.
that was a good one.
All right. Lumina from Joyville versus Dog from Duck Season.
Oh yeah,
Pink Cat versus Dog with a gun.
hard to beat dog with a gun in my
It's
book.
kind of hard to beat Dog with gun.
Last I checked, anything with gun is hard to beat. Not one to really put that to the test, but I'd be hard pressed to find something that beats X with gun.
Dog with gun.
Correct.
Dog with gun. Dog also change size.
Dog change size.
Dog also can reach out of monitors.
Dog reach out.
Dog reach out.
Dog change size. Dog reach out.
Dog have gun.
Dog with gun. But cat with thick. Could Lumina
Cat with thick?
Could Lumina absorb the bullets
With the thick?
with the thickness?
It'd have to hit right in the thigh.
Well, I'd imagine she's like waiting and ready. She's got cat-like reflexes. So she
Okay.
could kind of throw that thing around to hit the bullet and absorb the shock from the shotgun. And then, because dog is just a dude in a dog costume.
Right.
So Lumina may, if she's able to sustain his gun bullets, she could maybe win this fight.
Right, but we also know that she's kind of sloppy, right? If you think back to the Joyville 2 boss fight,
Yes.
we're running around that arena, and she charges at you, but she kind of slides. She hits herself into the wall, right?
Oh, that's true.
It's like she's not the most coordinated. You know
She's
what I
not.
mean? So
She's not easily distracted.
yes,
I feel like she's a cat.
right.
That's the disadvantage of being a real cat.
Yes.
If this dog with gun, if the gun has a laser sight, she's chasing that thing all around.
right, and
Okay.
we've seen the lasers, so
Okay. I
I
think
think
we go
it's
dog
dog.
with gun.
this is dog with gun.
Dog with gun. Yeah,
All
Chad
way to
is
Sunday.
Chat's pretty much in agreement.
Yeah. Yep. Okay. I'm glad. Every time I scroll down on this screen, I learn more and more about you, man.
Right, more is revealed.
Next up, we have Monty Gator and Man from Window.
Yeah. Man from Window. So when I was putting this together, there's only a limited amount of space on the blanks.
Man from Window, yep.
Man from Window is a character that nobody's going to remember from the character or from the game. However, there's a moment from this episode that I think everybody remembers.
Was it when Matt described the rabbit boobs?
Correct.
Yeah.
The rabbit with the protrusion in its chest or whatever he said.
Yep.
That was this game.
Yeah, I remember that. I remember that came out and he was like, that was a great cold open. And I was like, thank you.
That was before I started here, and it's maybe one of my all-time favorite GT Live moments.
Oh, the forward protuberance that is her chest.
That's exactly it.
Yes.
Yeah. That's this game.
Oh my gosh. Yeah, so Man from the Window, you read a book and you learn where to hide from the man who's from the window.
From Window, yes.
Yeah, from Window.
That's where he's from.
And then you hide. You hide yourself and also Junior. And then Man comes in and he checks a few places, and then if he doesn't, he leaves. So the book just happens in your place, right? Get that book away from here if you don't want him there. Monty clawed open Glamrock Bonnie.
Allegedly.
So they say.
Allegedly.
So they say.
My client has not confessed.
Oh, okay.
This is all alleged.
All right, Phoenix Wright. All right. So Monty, ferocious. He's swimming around. He's fierce. And he also might have been around even longer than what we originally thought with these Secret of the Mimic teasers.
That's true.
We still have to look at those images, by the way. We have not done that.
No, we have not.
We'll have to do that. But Monty, he's not waiting for the clock. He doesn't need a book. He doesn't need an instruction manual. He doesn't give you tips and tricks as to how to avoid him.
Yeah.
He's just going in.
That's true.
So I think this is pretty squarely Monty.
That's crazy to me because I'm so far Man from the Window.
Really?
Here's why I'm Man from the Window. Monty is, like you said, aggressive to a fault. He's reckless.
Yeah.
He's blinded by rage. And he's single-minded. Whereas Man from the Window is kind of like Jigsaw. Like, he will absolutely slice you up, but he's playing with you. He gives you the book that's like, if you're not in this exact spot at this exact time, I'm going to murder you. And so you can do your best, but he's like playing with you psychologically. Plus, he's always watching. He's Man from Window.
He is Man from Window. I understand that. I guess, like, if Man from Window enters the arena with his book, right? And Monty goes at him. I don't know if Monty is sitting down to read the book, right?
Not even a little bit. He's like eating the book.
He eats the book.
Yeah.
The question comes down to, if the Man from Window enters the home, what are the powers of Man from Window? And, because he looks very fleshy. You know what I mean?
Sure.
And, like, Monty on sight could just, like, tear through that.
Okay.
You know what I mean?
Are you ready?
Please.
You ready for this?
I'm so ready.
You know the last person to beat Monty was like a 5-year-old child named Gregory. Consider that. Okay, everybody?
Okay.
Everybody who's spamming Monty, he was beaten by a 5-year-old homeless kid in a striped shirt. I think Man from Window, serial murderer who breaks into your house and kills you, can destroy Monty.
Well, Man from Window is taking a friend, okay? Implied death, maybe. But it's friendship, right? So it could just be a kidnapping scheme, and then Monty Gator could be like, actually, screw you, kills you outside. We don't know for sure if death happens right then and there. Because at the end, if the mother or Junior gets taken, it's like, where'd they go? It's not implied that, like, oh, dead forever, goodbye.
I guess. But that to me is like, I guess it doesn't really matter, like what's implied through the game, in when it comes to that.
Right? It's more so like man from window, kill or no. Right?
I think yes. I think very yes. I can tell this one's going to go to a poll, and I already know the chat's going to vote for Monty.
I know.
But I need justice to be done for Man from Window.
Okay, so put a poll in Twitch chat.
Okay. Guys, please.
Put a poll in Twitch chat.
Hear my cries.
If y'all on YouTube want to vote, we'll head over to the Twitch. Put your answer in the poll there.
That's really interesting. Twitch chat is, maybe they're not as aligned with Monty. Let's find out. Monty versus Man from Window.
Eon Year says this is a sad poll. It's like what is happening here?
Guys, really think about.
I think it's Monty. I really do. But if you are adamant that this is Man from Window,
I'm going Man from Window here.
I'm Monty.
Okay, chat's voting. You guys can come to Twitch, vote. The link is pinned in YouTube chat. You can vote. But really consider Monty was beaten by a kindergarten-aged child.
Well, it's not because Gregory was simply throwing hands. Gregory was using the space and his surroundings.
But that's what Man from Window does.
I know.
Man from Window isn't gonna
looks
walk
under
in
sync. Man from Window goes
because he's playing with you. Man from Window isn't gonna walk in like this. He's not walking in just throwing hands.
Yeah, but he doesn't. It's not implied that he throws hands at all.
He's gonna use his expertise.
Oh my gosh. Okay. Well. Oh my God. Monty has 65% of the vote. Man from Window has 35% of the vote.
I even voted on the GT Live account.
You vote. Well, I'm a vote for Monty right now. All right, poll ended. Monty.
Gosh.
Monty Gator.
Dang it.
Booyah. Bam. Monty. Boom.
I'm not sorry, Sam.
All right.
That's okay. You don't need to apologize.
Man can
You don't need
stay.
to not apologize.
Man can stay in Window. He will stay from Window. He is not coming inside.
Ryan
not come
Seacrest
inside.
did not welcome him to Hollywood.
No, no.
You are not an American Idol.
You are not getting a golden ticket.
Uh-uh.
Oh, jeez.
Justice for Man from Window.
Okay. Next up. As if this could not, oh my God. Okay, I need to hide more from my view. I need to conceal that from my vision.
Only let yourself focus on the next matchup.
Yes. Ban
Okay.
versus Bucky Beaver.
Yes. Ban of Garten fame. Ban of Garten.
Yep. Ban Garten to Ban.
Yes, correct. That's his
And
full
this
government.
is Bucky Beaver Shipwreck 64?
Correct.
Okay. I have seen firsthand the violence that can come from Bucky Beaver.
I think we've been pretty split here. I think we're going to reunite.
I think this is a clean sweep Bucky Beaver.
I will never forget that clip from failing the cooking minigame in Shipwreck 64 where they slam somebody's face onto the hot stove.
That was
It's
Shipwrecked with 64 was so brutal.
brutal.
I just the sound of Bucky even just like, doing this was like a violent slapping and hitting.
Yeah.
Like that sound effect is like burned in my mind.
Yep.
Ban can stick out his tongue all he wants and ask for my pancreas. Bucky Beaver is taking him down on sight.
It's not even close.
It's not close.
Ban's I'm going to call Ban a fraud. He's not about that life. We've never seen him do violence.
No. This BB beats this BB.
Well said.
Oh my, this is chaos. This matchup is chaos. All right.
Sorry, guys. Ban does not even stand a chance in that matchup.
No. All right, moving. Oh my gosh. Okay. Wait, what? Wait, what?
This is one of my favorites.
The Neighbor versus Agamemnon?
Agamemnon of Dress to Impress fame versus Mr. Peterson of Hello Neighbor fame.
Okay, to bring back ingredients from the Flumpty argument.
Okay.
A guy who chases and is really locking up parts of his house
Yes,
versus the Agamemnon,
that's true.
the god.
Mm-hmm. Yes. And? Your point?
Oh. Oh.
Mega Zeo says, I don't know who Agamemnon is, but the neighbor is only just a guy, so.
Right? Like, Mr. Peterson is just there. And he goes, "Arr!" and he chases you out. Aggie is like scheming things with lots of Lanas. And like, he could encounter Mr. Peterson, Mr. P.
Yeah, MP.
And literally convert him to fight for Aggie. Like, I think Aggie would just take control over the neighbor immediately. Don't you dare. He's got that mischievous grin on his face.
Yeah, for me, it's neighbor.
And why?
So Agamemnon, last we run into Agamemnon, he's vanquished by us, run-of-the-mill fashion model, for one.
Yes.
2, if you remember ever playing Hello Neighbor, the music, the noise that plays when Mr. Peterson starts chasing you haunts my nightmares.
Oh my god.
I remember the music that plays when he's chasing after you so vividly, and it used to scare me so badly. And so if I heard that, I couldn't see him, but I knew he was chasing me. It's GG's. He's throwing bear traps out. He's locking me into the I got to solve puzzles. I got to do math equations to get into a new part of the house.
Yeah, but the neighbor is interrupting my puzzling, right? And half the time he doesn't realize I'm there. He is not fully aware of his surroundings in a way that is very easy for Aggie to exploit.
Yes, but I've never seen to complete Hello Neighbor without ever dying to the neighbor would be a miraculous feat. When we played Dress to Impress, the Halloween update, I don't remember if it was one take. It might have been one take, or we died once fighting Agamemnon, and then we won. I think you're much more likely than you think to get tripped up by Mr. Peterson. Mr. P. MP.
But he just throws you out of his house. You know what I mean? Like, again, that's not... It's like, it's death within the game, but if it were actually like a brawl, would he just like really rely on his shovel? Would he be grabbing a shovel and just going like bonk, bonk, bonk?
Here's where we keep disagreeing about this.
Yes.
I don't think it matters what he does to me in the game, because what the game is, that's just the mechanic of the game. Like, he has caught you at that point. He wins.
Right.
What he does with you, he could do anything. He could very easily just as easily kill you in that moment. The game just doesn't do that, because then it would be over.
Yeah, but like, is he capable of that though? Because Aggie is.
Well, why?
How could he fight up against Aggie, right? Because the same thing could apply, where it's like the game, it wouldn't really matter if we just like didn't do that one sequence where we ran on a rock while the rest flooded up. Like, sure, whatever. The fact that he can flood an arena and put like a bunch of spikes into the ground, or like control people to do that kind of thing.
Yeah.
And what's the neighbor gonna do?
The neighbor is a master adapter. The neighbor is a master. He could so easily like position one. He's a box stacker, so he could leap box to box. I think we're equating the perceived quality of the game, maybe in this case, for the skill set of the character. I think Mr. Peterson would clap Agamemnon every day of the week and twice on Sundays.
I really could not disagree more.
Chat.
Like, chat. This is an Aggie win.
Whoa,
right?
You can't manipulate the chat like that.
I'm just saying my opinion.
Vote for Mr. Peterson.
In my honest and humble onion.
Vote Hello Neighbor.
Aggie wins.
What's his name? The Neighbor?
Oh my gosh.
All right, guys. This one's on YouTube. This poll's on YouTube. If you're on Twitch, come on over to YouTube. You know where it is. The neighbor, who is a vicious killer who can trap you in his house, versus Agamemnon, who's made of Roblox.
Oh my God. You want to talk about influencing the chat. You want to talk about bad science right now. Lawless.
Me?
Lawless. Head on over to YouTube, vote in that poll, make it known. Make it known. Make it known.
Guys, come on.
Make it known, y'all.
Love thy neighbor.
Get out of here. Find peace.
If I could beat Aggie's boss fight, so could Mr. Peterson. Thank you, Kyra.
Oh my gosh.
All right, people are it's pretty split. I mean, it's pretty conclusive.
What is it?
61% Agamemnon.
All right, thank you. Thank you, chat.
Man,
I want to acknowledge maybe Aggie isn't fully a god, but you know what? He does crazy stuff, okay?
You waited until after the vote to say that?
We still know he's capable of all the things. I just wanted to, on a technicality.
Okay, we'll put an asterisk next to his name now.
All right. Just depends on the context to which you know him or know the name, okay? All right, moving on. God, okay. Sans versus Mr. Tomatoes?
Oh, yeah.
Sans versus Mr. Tomatoes.
Yeah. Sans versus Mr. Tomatoes.
Sans versus
Mr.
Tomatoes.
Yeah. What are you thinking here?
Well, Mr. Tomatoes is hungry, but he can be violent. But Sans, he'll tear someone up.
Yeah.
I lean towards Sans.
I go Sans here as well.
I
Mr. Tomatoes can very easily be like satiated.
Yeah.
Just feed him what he wants.
Like let him chow down.
Right?
That's it.
I would like more. Oh, I'm thinking of the MatPat fan game. I was like, Mr. Tomatoes wants more Poppy playtime. Just give him more Poppy playtime. That's the fan game version we did.
Yeah, that was fun. I remember that one.
That was a good video.
All right. So the next round of this is Aggie versus Sans.
We'll get there.
Golly. Oh, gee
Oh,
whiz.
we're bringing out the big guns.
Okay. Huggy Wuggy
Correct.
versus Red Earth.
Red Earth, also known as Red from Rainbow Friends.
Okay.
The small, red, bulbous doctor creature.
Okay.
Yeah, I feel like this one we can maybe kind of just say on 3
Yeah.
and move on to the next one.
I will. Okay.
Ready? One, two, three. Huggy.
Yeah.
Sorry.
Yeah, it's really no context.
It's really not. Look, people think that I'm being argumentative. I'm not. Okay? When there's a clear winner, there's a clear winner.
Yeah.
Sorry, Red Earth.
Ooh. Okay. Okay, interesting.
Now, this is a matchup.
This is Catastrophe Crow. As in the crow we play as in Catastrophe Crow.
Correct.
Yes?
From Crow 64, all those.
Yeah.
I don't know his real name.
Crow Catastrophe.
Crow from Catastrophe.
Yeah. Catastrophic Crow. Versus Jumbo Josh.
Yep.
Okay. Well, let's see. We play as the crow. The crow is not flying around. The crow, I believe, has bandages on the wing, right?
I believe so.
So he's just running around and learning trauma, which is really what the crow does.
Yeah.
He runs around, he learns some trauma, and it's very sad. Very sad for him.
Mm-hmm.
Jumbo Josh has fists.
That's true.
And we have seen him absolutely tear things up.
Agreed.
Right? If these two were to go head to head, I would want Catastrophe Crow to get out alive, but I would be terrified that he wouldn't.
Mm-hmm.
I think this would probably go to Josh, and then I would mourn the Crow of Catastrophe.
I'm leaning Crow. I'm not staunchly Crow. I lean Crow.
Why do you lean Crow?
I lean Crow. Here, everybody in the chat is like, Josh would just like punch the crow exactly, just like that.
Okay.
Like
what's your argument?
Sure. Crow is so small and nimble. Josh, like we see this with like I don't know, anytime a TV show or a movie does like a giant character, they
Right.
move so slowly. So Jumbo Josh, with being so jumbo, is going to be super small. The Crow, we spend the entire game like platforming, climbing tall buildings,
Mm-hmm.
like digging down under. We're going underground. We're collecting things. He could. I almost said the word mount Josh. He could climb Josh, and I think do one of those like things in the like take him out from the top. I think the Crow is far more agile, far more nimble. A super small target is also very hard to hit.
Yeah.
And like you said, he's resolving his inner trauma throughout the game, which is the real fight. Okay. Did I sell that one for everybody? Did I sell? Oh, I changed my mind. It's Crow. Thank you, Lily.
Okay.
Am I selling people?
So even though he's little, right? Because Jumbo Josh is so dang big,
Yes.
all he needs to do is hit down in the vicinity of Crow, and the pure force is gonna knock him off his feet. Right? His little crow feet. And he's knocked over.
That's
right?
possible.
Right? And he has one of his wings compromised, so it's harder to get up. That's a dangerous situation for the catastrophe crow.
Very
Who's in a
dangerous.
catastrophe.
It is, I would say, catastrophic situation.
It's a catastrophic situation.
I preach. I agree.
I would almost hope that catastrophe crow would resign and then keep working through the trauma and all the bad things
Forfeit the fight.
and then move on. And then Jumbo Josh can go on to the next battle.
Here's the Crow has survived every catastrophe thrown its way. Every roadblock thrown at the Crow, it has persisted. It is like a stream that continues to flow. No matter how many rocks disrupt its flow, it will always move downstream. That's the Crow that I know.
That's the crow that you know?
That's the Crow that I know. I'm doing the OJ strategy here. Hoping a rhyme is going to get people.
Oh, on a
That's
rhyme.
the Crow that I know. Guys, what are we thinking? You go Jumbo Josh still?
I am still pretty firmly Jumbo Josh.
Okay.
Like, especially looking... No. I can't consider what the next battle is going to be.
Yeah,
I need
don't.
to think about what this is.
Mm-mm.
I just... In what universe does the crow win? I'm struggling to see it.
All right.
I'm struggling.
Polls going up in Twitch chat.
Oh my gosh.
Poll. Who's this? Crow versus Josh.
Oh my gosh. This is wacky. This is just wacky. Oh, there's an ad break right now. Oh boy.
Okay.
All right.
Do you have any last minute arguments in defense of Jumbo Josh to sway the jury?
You know what? No. I just think that Josh would solo and the crow would run for its life. But Josh is in the moment, you know?
Josh is in the moment.
Josh is going in with the intention of I need to wreck this. I need to
Like Ralph.
Yeah, in a Ralphian way.
A Ralphian wreck.
Yeah, a Ralphian wreck.
I think Crow rises to the occasion.
But I want Crow to get out alive. I want Crow safe, but I don't think Crow could fight him.
I need people more open to the idea of an underdog story.
I
Think about-
love that.
Think
Trust
about
me.
America in the 1800s or whatever when we fought against Europe. The little old colonies.
Okay,
Everybody thought we'd get blown to smithereens by the Jumbo Josh Europeans. But we, the little catastrophe Crow, were able to survive.
where is the poll?
I was waiting for the ads to end.
Okay.
It's running right now.
Okay. Okay. He said, think about the nation. I can't.
Come on.
I
We got an underdog. Look at every story ever. Not the most powerful person always wins. That was really profound. Not the most powerful person always wins.
And I felt that.
Josh is
But
the
I'm not
jumbo
feeling
that
it right
I
now.
wumbo. Gotta go for Crow. Oh, well said.
Oh man, y'all have a slogan. We mosh for Josh. We mosh for Josh.
Guys, do you mosh for Josh or do you gotta go for Crow?
Let's mosh for Josh, y'all.
All right, I'll
Mosh
give this
for Josh.
another couple of seconds.
He's waiting. He's waiting for a turning of the tides.
I voted.
I'll vote
All right.
too. All right, I'm gonna cast my vote.
Okay.
You ready? Jumbo
Voted.
Josh. Huge, or should I say jumbo? Boom.
More like Wumbo.
Jumbo. Boom. Bam. Jumbo Josh. Let us move on to the next fight.
Next.
Oh my god. Oh my god. Slender Man versus Red
Among Us.
Among Us.
Yeah. You know, Red from Among Us.
Red Among Us.
This is like a length versus width argument we got here.
I feel so bad. I think Red Among Us would take it.
I don't have strong opinions about this one. I leaned Slenderman like kind of slightly. Like Among Us, a lot of them get caught.
Right, but Red is sus. I think that throws Slender off his trail.
No, I think it's the opposite. His
And Slender's following him because he's sus.
he's sus. He's already got his eye on him.
You know what? You've not really been able to sway me all night, but that got me.
Once the
That
first domino
swayed me.
falls, they all go.
You're so right.
Thank you.
That's correct.
Oh, the validation I've been needing for the past hour.
Red is sus.
Yep.
Slender is going in. He's going to stand in the vicinity, right? While Red is pretending to do tasks, Slender's going to be there.
Yep.
And then make
Hiding in
everything
the
staticky.
shadows.
So before Red can even vent,
Yep. Red would not find any of his pages.
Slender and his little tentacles, he's done for.
GG's.
Done for.
GG's.
It's Slender.
Yeah,
This
it's
is
Slender. Woo! Feels good to be back on the board with a dub.
Oh my gosh.
We're getting there.
Whoa. Holy moly. Mama Tattletale versus Josh. Who's Josh? Who's Josh?
You don't remember Josh?
When other things have been vague, there's been parentheticals, man. There's some kind of descriptor.
Let's see if Jack can figure it out. Josh Hutcherson? Not quite. Josh Mama? Nope. I don't know of anyone named Josh Mama. Who is Josh? Josh from Drake and Josh? Not quite, but he
Ooh.
would be awesome on a bracket.
Crispy Time says Until Dawn.
Shark Dude, who's Josh? The one from Until Dawn? Correct.
Until Dawn Josh
Until Dawn Josh.
is on the bracket.
Yep, Rami Malek.
And he's fighting Mama Tattletale.
Josh from Mythical Kitchen? No. Mama's eating her last meal.
Oh my god. Oh my gosh.
That's awesome.
Okay.
Yeah, so this is Josh from Until Dawn,
Oh, this is a fun one.
who, murdered a couple of people, I believe.
Yeah.
Did some killing.
Definitely is a lot of carelessness too. Some, a little bit of a scheming,
Yes,
little sinister undertones.
correct.
But Mama Tattletale, another throwback.
Yes.
Isn't her whole thing like, oh, you pick up one of the Tattletales and they're like, whoa, wow, wow, wow. And then Mama's like, I hear that. And then, yeah.
And that's a good summation of
Yeah.
it. Yeah,
Right?
pretty much.
And
Mama
it's like
didn't really.
insta-death.
Yeah.
So can Josh be quiet enough to, like, destroy Mama? Like, can he move in silence?
That's a really good question.
I think it really comes down to whether Josh can move in silence.
And he didn't really impress me much during the game with that. He was always saying something kind of vaguely offensive or misogynistic or something.
Right? Like, at the beginning, he was knocked out, you know?
Yes.
But he was kind of intoxicated and, you know, a little loosey-goosey, not paying close attention to his surroundings.
Yeah.
In a way that Mama Tattletale would definitely exploit.
Yes, but I believe...
I know, I'm like,
I
please
think
give
some
me
of
a
that-
way that Josh wins.
I think some of that was done on purpose, no? Like, Josh planned
no?
the whole thing.
Yeah.
Like, he orchestrated the whole reunion.
Right.
He got everybody back.
He is
and
a planner.
He had this plan.
He's a planner.
So it's hard to tell whether his sloppiness and carelessness was part of the plan or if it was real.
He's secretly more calculated.
He calculates. He's more calculated.
Now, if he got the quick time events right,
That's true. That's so true.
right? If he masters those quick time events, he could probably take down Mama.
I do have to say, I really appreciate the YouTube chat. Silly Sky. People are catching on and singing "Mama just killed a man" from Bohemian Rhapsody.
In parentheses, Josh.
just killed a man. Josh. that almost swung me the other way.
Right? I was like, it could be true. It could be true. Okay. Because I feel like if we don't have Josh at his peak, this is Mama, no question. But if we have a calculated Josh, who would, for the record, take on the challenge,
Yes.
he would be stoked.
Yes.
He would be stoked to take on Mama Tattletale.
Hundo P.
Hundo P.
Would he do enough research beforehand to know his approach? Or would he just walk in like a cocky D-bag, be like, I'm going to kill this weird-looking thing, and then it just blows up on him?
Right? He might go in overconfident.
I think he might too.
But, like, it wouldn't be worse than, I think... No, I don't know. I was going to joke that other people in the Until Dawn party would handle that way, way worse. And that Josh might send in some sacrifices and then go in.
Right. It's just a prank hand.
Just a prank hand.
No, it's not. It's Mama.
No.
I want so badly for Josh to move on, but I think I'm in the Mama camp. I think I'm Camp Mama.
Right?
Just killed a man, parentheses, Josh.
Okay. I think people in chat are asking a very fair question about the form of Josh this is.
Okay.
Like, is this just like
What's the
Josh or like a Wendigo Josh?
That is a good question because there are a couple that will come up in the future, like Bendy or Amanda, that we're saying that encompasses all versions of them. The same way Freddy was not just FNAF 1 Freddy, it was Freddy throughout the entire series. So this is Josh in whatever peak form you want him to be. Whatever gives him the best chance. I think if he's in the Wendigo form, he's even more, like, uncontrollable.
Right? Like, by force, he could probably take Mama down. But unless Mama gets there first.
Mama knows best.
Like, if she goes in and attacks, could that form of Josh just, like, take it and you know. It's a good question to ask.
It is.
Is he strong enough to do it in that form?
I don't think so.
You don't think so?
Doesn't he lose to, like, us? That's always my barometer for these. If we can beat it on GT Live, it's probably not that great. Probably not that
You
strong.
hate to see it, but
I know. I apologize.
You hate to see it
for the bar being on the floor, but
all right.
I go Mama.
You're going Mama?
I want so badly for it to be Josh, but I'm Mama. Maybe we can leave. If you go Josh, we can have chat vote on it.
Yeah, I'll go Josh so that we could do a vote.
All right.
Because I feel like this requires some input from the audience.
Yeah.
From our friends.
Josh versus Mama.
Just Wolf Thing says, Mama, Josh behind you.
See, now that's convincing too. I'm very easily swayed by a lot of this stuff. A funny joke will put me in a different camp.
Right? If someone dropped like a key piece of evidence exploiting a weakness in Mama or a weakness in Josh or, you know, how one could overtake the other, I think we could take that into account.
Yeah. Mama, a Josh behind you.
All right, I'm seeing a lot of Mama gets beat by a 5-year-old. That's true.
Well, don't even with that. That was my argument for Monty, but nobody wanted to listen to it.
The Living Theater says Josh would live stream the fight.
Oh, yeah, he's a streamer.
Oh my God. That's true.
So he's always got to be yapping and talking.
Yeah, which makes him very vulnerable.
I know. Chat's pretty decisive on YouTube with this. 61% Mama on 700 votes so far. I think it's Mama.
I think it's Mama as well.
Which stinks.
But I want to mosh for Josh so bad.
Yeah, guys, let's one last mosh for Josh.
One last mosh.
I don't really, whatever that
Josh.
looks like to you, go ahead and mosh on your own time.
Can we mosh in the chat? Can we mosh in the chat? Mosh for Josh.
Looking for a marshmallow.
A marshmallow.
Marshmallow.
Mark. A marshmallow mark. All right.
All right. Mama moves on.
Mama just killed a man. Josh.
Parentheses, Josh. What are we doing? Asks Ninja Dog.
We are doing a bracket about who would win in a fight across a bunch of different indie horror characters. First up here, oh me, oh my. William Afton versus Piggy.
Yep.
Piggy. When I appreciate that Piggy has a description of where Piggy is from and not Josh.
Well, there's so many. Piggy could be from anything.
Right. Like the song off of the White Album.
Exactly.
Right.
Or a farm.
Yeah. Old McDonald's farm, especially.
Well said.
E-I-O. All right. Well, William.
I know.
Come on. It's Purple Guy. It's Purple Guy.
I don't immediately disagree with you, but let me think through it a little bit.
Right. Okay. Give it a fair chance. Give Piggy
So
a fair chance.
William Afton, genius, or maybe that's too much credit. Very smart guy, engineer, builds robots.
Yep.
Kills kids. Turns those kids into robots, then turns those robots into live kid robots. Does kind of slip up and get himself killed in a pretty stupid manner.
But comes back.
Yeah, but he didn't do that. That happened to him. He didn't engineer that.
Right. But he knows the science, right? So, like, if he perishes, he can work with his environment to make sure that he comes back in some way.
Generally, yes.
But also, think about it this way, right? Piggy follows. Afton lures kids in the back to kill them. He doesn't even have to do the luring. Piggy's just on the way. Boom. Kind of doing half the work for him, if you think about it.
I'm thinking about it. I'm not immediately disagreeing with you. I think that makes sense. Here's one thing I'll throw out there.
Please.
Nice.
Yeah.
William Afton's ability to come back, that's a card that can only be used so many times, because otherwise he wins the whole bracket through that.
Right.
And to what you said about it, that is, he knew the science. I guess I don't know that. Like, I was going to say he didn't know that would happen to him when it happened. But he was kind of messing around with that stuff beforehand.
Right.
No?
Yes? Yes, he was.
So he was familiar with that.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. I mean, he walks in this matchup for sure. Piggy is like a pig that walks on two legs and hits you with a baseball bat or something like that.
Yeah. Like, William Afton, he's smart. And if you're fighting in that house, even, whether it's in the house, whether it's in the field, like, Afton would know what to do. He would figure out what to do.
Yeah.
We're dealing with a high intelligence individual right now.
Well, he's in Mensa.
Yeah.
Yeah. Piggy's not even in the same ballpark. But I think I'm skeptical of Afton. Whoa. That was a close one.
Whoa. Sorry, I was on autopilot for a second. I think it's Afton.
I agree with you. Right here, it's easily Afton.
But I don't think that Afton's going to have as easy of a time in the future.
I would agree with that.
Okay.
Okay.
Ooh. Lana versus the Baba Yaga. Oh, dear.
Yeah.
I mean, Lana's kind of a victim. And Baba Yaga is a force. When you boil it down to the key ingredients.
Yeah, I don't disagree with that. Here's what I'll say for Lana. The Baba Yaga. Well, actually, I may just convince myself the opposite. I was going to say the Baba Yaga is like, isn't she respectfully like an old witch that kind of looks gross?
Yeah.
Lana may be able to just kind of stunt her way through this fight. But the reason I talked myself out of it is I think in Cooking Companions, she shows up as like a normal looking. She doesn't show up like all gross and creepy.
Right, and can also riz people up.
Yeah.
As we've seen in Cooking Companions.
So now, does that make Lana more susceptible to be rizzed up? Or has she learned her lesson through being rizzed by Agamemnon, and she's now, her radars are up for false rizzers?
Okay. Lana has dealt with some very powerful figures.
True.
Aggie.
Yes.
Baba Yaga.
Yes.
Both very powerful in their own right.
Agreed.
Very powerful. But I don't know if Lana has the tools to fight back.
I don't disagree with you. Lana needed us to save her. She did. Agamemnon, we can say, is a creature of equal power, maybe, to Baba Yaga.
Yes.
If he's like whatever he is, a figure.
Yeah.
But she lost.
Right.
Quote unquote. She needed us to save her. So I would say in this matchup, she would lose as well.
All right.
So it's a Baba Yaga.
Yeah, yes. Which makes this a bonkers matchup.
Great matchup.
That is a wild.
Yeah. Look forward to that one.
Matchup. Okay. Next up, Bendy versus Tattletale. Okay. I think Bendy in all forms. Like, well, is Ink Demon, is that something I have to, or is this all?
Every version of Bendy.
I think considering Ink Demon, Bendy kind of sweeps here, dude.
I was leaning Bendy pretty heavily as well.
Yeah, this is Bendy.
It's Bendy.
This is Bendy. What's Tattletale going to do? Tell me I'm funny?
Tell my mom.
Yeah. All right. Ooh, okay. Home.
Mm-hmm.
WH.
Not White House.
Welcome home.
Not Whitney Houston.
Welcome home.
There you go.
Versus Wooly Bully.
Wooly Bully of Joyville 1 fame.
Mm-hmm. I mean...
a furry creature versus a house.
But a very powerful magic house.
Spooky house.
Woo! Okay. I feel like Home has an ability here where this is not just a physical fight. Home can manipulate. Home can influence, right?
Yes.
And I feel like if Wooly Bully's constitution is low,
wow.
if the high chance that the wisdom saving throw is not done.
He fails the wisdom check.
Yeah. This is Home.
Yeah, to me it's Home so easily.
Yeah.
Wooly Bully lost in Joyville 1 like immediately. Home will just like absolutely control Wooly Bully, and now it's another pawn.
Right.
Home's going to be a tough one to beat to me.
I agree. The Ink Demon Home matchup is going to be interesting.
Mm-hmm.
All right. Catnap versus the Forest Dweller?
Correct.
From the Hello Neighbor 3 prototype?
Exactly. Spot on.
Versus Catnap?
Versus Catnap.
Sam, you are full of surprises. You are full of surprises.
Well, thank you.
Okay.
So here's what I need from you.
Yes.
Since I fled the country when Hello Neighbor 3 prototype happened,
yeah.
Can you give me a TLDR about the Forest Dweller?
Okay, so when you're walking around the prototype and it's dark, right?
The prototype?
Not the prototype Poppy Playtime.
Oh, the prototype of Hello Neighbor 3.
Correct.
Okay.
So if you're walking around And, you know, there's an in-game clock, and it changes the time of day, right?
Okay.
If you're in a dark area without any lights around, you might see a cone nearby, and then the forest dweller gets you. And it just runs out of nowhere and gets you.
That scared me. I don't know.
He looked around the room. I thought someone entered. I was like, I thought we were holding space for the space. Like, what?
No, I don't know. I don't know why that, like, got me. That was weird. Okay.
The presence actually shook you. Wow.
Yes.
That's wild. Yeah, and then I couldn't figure out during this how to escape the forest dweller because I kept locking myself in these dark areas where there was no clear way to light up what was around me.
Right.
So it was kind of rough.
Okay.
And then, you know, catnap.
I'm very familiar with catnap. I took one earlier today.
Oh.
Just kidding. I have a job.
I've taken an early morning catnap. Not sleeping, but like if you woke up and you were like, you know what? Not yet.
That's just called snoozing your alarm, no?
Well, no, you wake up and then you get up.
Okay.
And you're like, you know what? Not yet. And then after several steps in your morning routine, you pivot.
Okay.
Yeah,
Yeah, I'm there.
Yeah.
Okay.
Get me. I mean, it's... Jeez. The forest dweller is so tiny where the catnap is a giant, bigger body.
That's true. Literally.
Like, I think realistically, catnap could just knock the dweller out. Like, I don't know if catnap can get dwelled on.
Okay. I have to be so honest with you. My mind is somewhere else right now. I just saw what
Where are you?
appeared to be a little tiny mouse.
What?
To call it a mouse, I think would be strong. Like a little tiny mouse type thing run under the door, come in and then come back out. And that's what I saw earlier when I froze. I saw a shadow behind the door jolt across. And so I was like, something out there just moved, and I was kind of shook by it. So I was watching the door. It was like a little tiny mouse.
Oh, so there's a mouse in here.
Yeah, in the lobby. But it was like cute sized.
Aww.
I don't really like mice at all, but I would even describe it as cute sized mouse.
Who in chat saying Remy? Why are we saying Remy? That's a rat. A mouse. Woo. We have a friend.
Yeah.
Someone's like, I want to put on the bracket.
I was racking my brain like, do we have any like rodent mice type creatures on here that we could say is here in person?
Whoa.
But no.
I'm a mouse. I want to put on the bracket. I'm a mouse.
Yeah.
Oh,
So,
now I'm like locked in on that
I know.
door.
I was debating like, should I say something? Should I not say something?
Oh my gosh. Wait. Okay. I kind of want it to come in. I kind of want to let it inside.
Okay. A wild mouse.
Yeah. I know we said we're going to protect this space, hold space for the space, but I think we can make an exception for GT Live Mouse.
Are you going to like interact with this mouse?
Well, I mean, I won't like pick it up and carry it around, but I'll say hello.
Okay. I mean, like, it crawled under the door already. Like, I guess it can get in here if it wanted to.
I cannot believe it crawled under the door.
It came in, saw, indie horror characters bracket, I'm out, and it left.
It's like, oops, sorry, I didn't realize y'all were live, and left.
Clicked on the thumbnail, saw what we were doing, and dipped out.
Oh, man, the retention graph of the door.
I cannot describe to you the dread I was feeling when I saw a shadow move behind that door.
I'm seeing things now.
Go across. It was like, you'll know it when you see it. I was like, oh, somebody just walked by the door.
Can you tell me the next time it appears?
Yeah, I'm going to be locked in on that.
Oh, yeah.
I'm never going to be
just
able to
look at
away.
the door.
Okay.
And I am going to select Catnap as the winner of this.
Yeah, I don't even care at this one. I was going to make some stupid case for the Forest Dweller. Don't care.
Okay. Get dwelled on. Okay. Oh, interesting. Dread from Doors, which is a character that I don't believe shows up until you get to, like, the second floor or floor 2? Like, at
Sounds
a
about
certain
right.
point. And then Mr. Hops.
Yeah, that's a throwback.
Big Bunny. Holy moly.
Mr. Hop's Playground or Playhouse, whatever it is.
Oh my gosh. Mr. Hops 3 Playhouse. Oh, I remember reading that menu wrong. That was one of your first G2 Lives. Was that not the first one you sat in on?
It may have very well have been the very first one.
Because I remember, like, sitting you down being like, hey, this is GT Live. We're playing, I don't know what we're playing today, but, like, we've got some options here. Let me pull up this one. I saw this one was highly requested. Mr. Hops 3 Playhouse.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's crazy.
I need to stop looking at the door.
I know.
I want to see this mouse so bad.
I think you can tell that, like, we're elsewhere right now.
I know. I need to focus back in. We're not even through round 1.
Yeah, I think it goes faster.
Right. Okay.
Actually, I just made that up.
Okay.
I don't know why it would go faster once we get through.
So.
What's the deal here? Mr. Hops is like a stupid bunny who tries to lure you into his, like, trap.
Yeah.
To kill you. His house is dangerous.
He's got a freaky, scary house, but without the house, what does he have?
Nothing.
Dread has speed.
A house isn't a home unless Mr. Hops is there.
So true.
That's what they're saying.
Yeah, they're shouting it, but they're whispering it so that the mouse doesn't get scared.
Exactly.
It might come in. I'm gonna say Dread.
Yeah, let's go Dread.
This is a Dread.
I am currently experiencing Dread.
Me too.
Not hopping.
All right. Ooh, okay. Amanda. I'm gonna go out on a limb here.
Yeah.
And say it's from Amanda the Adventurer.
Oh, yes, correct.
Okay.
Not the Amanda Show.
No. Amanda the Adventurer.
Correct.
Or Ebe. From Ebe.
Correct.
Or Pound from Pound.
Or International Baccalaureate from my high school curriculum.
Oh my god.
No, this is Ebe from the game Ebe.
Yes. Okay. This one also feels pretty easy.
Somebody said Amanda from Smosh. Nope. Not Amanda
Nope,
from
not
Smosh.
quite. Not quite. Yeah, like, Eva's gonna walk around and solve puzzles and, like, look at art. Amanda is gonna stress you out and cause chaos with these tapes, and then potentially send creatures. Every time you look at that door.
Well, I'm locked in on the door.
Okay, you just
So
tell
don't
me.
assume that when I'm looking at the door, that means there's anything there.
Yeah.
The second I see something, I'm gonna go, mouse. That's gonna be my signal for you to look.
Okay, cool. I'm just gonna go ahead and say Amanda.
It's Amanda, and it's not even close. She's a demon.
All right, cool.
In game.
Oh, that's a good one, Sam.
Thank you.
Granny from Granny.
I forgot about this one.
Or Granny from Merge Mansion.
Guys, 1 for Granny, 2 for Granny from Merch Mansion.
Here's the thing.
Yeah.
Granny and Piggy, it feels a little interchangeable.
One and the
right?
same. Don't
But
disagree.
Granny Merge Mansion can literally turn you into a pie. We know she has experience
Yes.
in deadly combat.
Agreed.
That is, I do not want to mess with Granny MM whatsoever. Whatsoever.
No, the other Granny's in like a nightie and she's like wandering around. Like she looks kind of gross, but she's just like an old lady. Granny from Merge Mansion is like scheming.
Yeah, like she will take you down first glance on sight.
And then she'll feed you to your loved ones in a pie.
Okay.
It's Granny from Merge Mansion.
Yeah.
Sorry, Granny from Granny.
It's Merge Mansion, and it's not close. Oh dear. The Mimic.
Yeah, you know that one.
Yeah, from the Mimic FNAF.
The Mimic FNAF, correct.
The Mimic FNAF.
You solved it. His secrets.
Versus Norman Puppet?
Mm-hmm. Norman of Puppet.
Norman Puppet?
From, what's it called? My Friendly Neighborhood?
Friendly Neighborhood?
The puppet game? Yeah.
Oh my gosh.
Norman Puppet. He was the jock, the one in the varsity jacket.
Yes. You're like, he's one of the first you encounter.
True.
I feel like these past 3 have just been like no-brainers, because like Mimic is just annihilating. The Mimic knows violence. It was taught violence.
I'll throw a wrench into things, as I have liked to do during this stream. Is there any world in which the Mimic misconstrues Norman Puppet for a plushie, with which it treats with great reverence and care, allegedly?
Or does it treat the puppet as a suit it can go into?
Hey, yo.
Respectfully. But, like, something to consider. Because in
Would that
sense,
be winning the fight?
The puppet's getting torn to shreds.
I don't know. Here's my question about the mimic. Is its first instinct to mimic, or is its first instinct to violence? Because if its default is to mimic the puppet, that puppet is like completely useless, and now the mimic is kind of useless.
I mean, if it's not like a mimic or mimic variation, it's we're talking the mimic.
Correct.
The mimic.
Yes.
Which has been taught violence, which is, encountered by Cassie, and first instinct, go. Gah! You
Yes.
know? So I think the instinct is
Violence.
Violence, and to go after
Okay.
Norman. In which case, I don't think Norman stands a chance.
I don't think he does either. I'm trying to find any universe where
I know.
this dumb puppet could beat this humongous robot.
I know.
But
I know.
I think I may be
it has to be the
falling
mimic.
short.
I'm sorry, it has to be the mimic.
Okay.
It must. Oh, I'm excited to see this. Oh my god.
Two titans of industry here. This is a tough one.
For me specifically, this is a tough one.
Mm-hmm.
Kanito Pet versus Car from Garn 47?
Mm-hmm. Talk it out.
Oh my god. How do you... Okay, so Kanito can get a lot of information on you. Ultimately, just kind of wants to be your buddy, but can get a dangerous level of information from you, if all virtual.
Sure.
Car screams.
Yes.
Car screams. Car is an agent of chaos.
Car's
Car-
motives are unknown,
Right.
to say the best.
And so Car is unpredictable,
That's true. Could be a good thing or a bad thing.
right? So Kanito remembers things, but that's difficult when Car is unpredictable because it's hard to pick up a pattern. And Kanito, remembering our answers and things that we've told Kanito Pet, like he kind of thrives off of getting that information and reusing it in a way that makes sense, right?
Yes.
You have to kind of break that pattern to get out of that. But Car isn't going to give you the luxury of being predictable. Car is Car.
That is true. It's hard to argue with that. What I will say, Kanito Pet, from what I remember, he wants to be your friend, and he wants to lure you in and trap you in the game forever.
Right.
So he, to me, is a more explicit version of what Mita tried to be.
Yes.
He will actively attempt to lure you into the game to keep you forever. Car, while unpredictable, seems gullible and more open to
He's
deception.
loyal.
Yes.
He's loyal.
So when Kanito Pet is like, come be my friend forever, Car will jump right in. Sorry, buddy.
Car will jump right in. But there's also,
Somebody said car as in vehicle? Not quite. This is
No.
the cat.
This is tough. This is tough. Because Kanito wants to trap you and be with you. Car, yes, loyal, but also, again, not a stranger. Not a stranger to violence. So, because Car, I think Car would psychologically torment Kanito Pet. I don't know if Kanito Pet has, Kanito Pet has a lot of power in the computer system.
That's true.
That is undebatable.
Yeah.
If we're talking pure power within a computer system, Kanito takes it.
Sure.
But could Car break Kanito? Just based on the fact that Car is Car.
I don't know.
Right? That's hard.
I don't think so. Kanito to me is ones and zeros. Like he's programmed to do his thing. I'm not sure he actually has feelings. It seems like these two were kind of made for each other.
Right? They benefit each other. They lift each other up.
They do.
I don't... In a fight? In a fight?
I think Kanito Pet is more violent than Car.
Yes. I think Car is more chaotic, but Kanito is more violent.
Yes.
I would have to agree with that.
Which leads me to say Kanito Pet wins
Kanito
this.
Pet would win. Yeah. I have to put my... I really don't want Car to die because I love Car, Garn 47.
Yeah.
I love Car, Garn 47.
Right.
I do think Kanito would take it.
I agree with you. I know this is going to be a painful one, but...
I know. I know it hurts me. Twitch chat's going, no, no, no. Please, Car. Okay, someone give me an argument for Car. Okay? If Car takes it, because I love Car too. If Car takes it, give me the argument. All right, someone says, Martini Borealis says, we like Car more, but Kanito is more dangerous. Car, go vroom vroom. Car, run over computer.
Nope.
If Car dies, you die. That's true. If Car falls off in Garn 47, that's a death for you as well.
Yes.
So it's a self-destruct.
I guess, if we're in Garn 47.
That's true. Where are we? That again, the environment thing comes up again.
Yeah.
But like, does that principle carry over? Where if Car gets hurt and dies, does Kanito also die?
I don't think it's mutually assured destruction.
A neutral ground. He'd win with friendship.
But here's the...
Car is seatbelts. Car go gachow. Okay. Real life. So, IRL. Kanito is probably capable of actively doing more harm.
Yes.
But Car could harm in unexpected ways.
Okay.
It's probably Kanito. I don't want it to be, but I think it is.
I know. This is a tough one. Like Josh.
I think it's Kanito. I think it's Kanito.
Guys,
unless you want to choose the opposite and run a poll. It's Kanito.
It's Kanito for me. Guys, F's in the chat for Car.
F in the chat for Car. Can we get some Car appreciation in chat? I need it.
Guys, tell us about your car. Don't do that.
Don't do that, please. Don't do that, please. All right. Okay. Jeez. All right. Doppelganger.
Yep. From That's Not My Neighbor.
The collective doppelganger.
Yeah, the average. Average them all together.
Versus Sonic from Sonic EXE.
Mm-hmm. Evil Sonic game.
Okay.
With Evil Sonic.
What is a doppel gonna do? Stare at me and convince me it's someone they're not? When they have worms coming out of their face?
I mean, that's step one to putting your guards down.
And
if they appeared as like, if it appeared as Car from Garn 47,
right.
But really it was evil.
But I know Car. I could not be tricked.
Well, when you play That's Not My Neighbor, do you get it right every time?
You should have seen my run earlier this week. I crushed it.
Okay.
I crushed it.
Okay.
Just saying. Whereas, like, Sonic from Sonic EXE,
yeah,
that is a scary, violent menace.
I couldn't agree more.
I
think it's Sonic.exe handily.
Yeah. Ooh. Here, come on. No! No, please.
Sonic does not want to go fast right now.
Okay, well.
That's okay.
Here's what we're going to have to do. All right, and we'll try again later.
Yeah.
Okay.
Let him stew for a little while.
Ooh, okay. Oh.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. This is Monika, DDLC, Doki Doki Literature Club.
Nice. Very good.
Thank you. Versus Miss Lemons. Miss Lemons.
Counterpart to Mr. Tomato.
I would have loved to see Miss Lemons take on Baldy. I would have loved to see Miss Lemons take on Baldy. That feels like a matchup made in heaven. It really does.
Yeah.
It really does. I mean, wouldn't Monika just, like, mess with the file?
That's what holds me up about I think Monika wins this.
Yeah.
Because they're both, like, computer programs.
Yes.
Monika, like, yeah, her whole shtick is, like, she messes with the files.
But as soon as we leave, like, the online realm, what is she going to do? Look
Right.
at me through the screen?
She's not like Dog with Gun who
Right.
come through screen.
Right.
That's, I think, her fatal flaw. She wins this round for me, but I don't know that she's going to be this powerhouse that people think she will be.
I would agree with that. I think in the digital landscape, it has to be Monika.
Yeah.
Outside of that, it's going to get more ambiguous.
Agreed.
It's going to get way more ambiguous.
Agreed.
Like, even with this future matchup, Sonic EXE versus Monika DDLC.
That's going to be a good one.
Like, talk about file manipulation. That's a wild one. Oh. Mommy Longlegs.
Yes.
Princess STP.
Yeah. Princess Save the Princess.
Slay the Princess.
Slay the Princess.
Yes.
Same thing.
Okay.
Well, opposite things, actually.
Opposite things for sure. Okay. I think we should probably go back to this game, like, in the future. So Matt and I did an episode about Slay the Princess, and I don't know what we were thinking, but, like, we were just not with it. And recently I've been thinking, like, dang, like, I feel like there was a lot there, and I'd be so interested to go back into it and, like, further, like, look into the story and figure out more of, like, the lore and the mystery. Because what we saw from the princess at the end was very cool, right? But we were at, like, this one screen, and, you know, it was kind of hard to move around and progress from there. So we just cut the episode there. But I feel like there's so much more we could have gotten out of it. So maybe just, like, a thing to jot down. Maybe we go back to that.
I think it's definitely worth revisiting.
Yeah, like, let me know if y'all are interested in that. Like, I would so be open to going back and giving that game another chance, because we were on something else when we did that one. So, yeah, let us know. I'd love to go back into it. It looks super cool. So, yeah. In terms of Mommy Longlegs versus Princess from Slay the Princess, based on what little I know, oh, wow. A lot of y'all are very excited for Slay the Princess. Epic. Yeah, for sure. Yeah, we can go back to it. 110%. Amazing. Okay, great. Yay. Awesome. Slay the Princess. Contains multitudes. Like, we saw multiple different versions of Princess with different levels of, like, force and emotions and influence, and how it changed and literally shifted the ground that we were on.
Yeah.
Mommy Longlegs has long legs. And one machine. So imagine breaking, like, the grounds and the fabrics of reality. Like, if one machine could get Mommy Longlegs, I think the princess could just do work on Mommy Longlegs.
I agree. I was trying to come up with something for Mommy Longlegs,
I think the princess has it.
I think it's Princess, and it's not even close.
Princess has it. All right.
I think you put it perfectly. Mommy Longlegs has long legs.
Yes.
That's about it. She was built as, like, a protector.
Right.
She's literally Mommy Longlegs.
That's true.
Yeah, I think Princess dominates her.
I think Princess can't. Cool. All right.
YouTube chat was pretty split on that one.
Really?
Which is interesting.
Very interesting. Again, I realize I'm making this with less information because we got so much less out of Slay the Princess.
Yeah.
But, like, based on what I saw and what, like, I generally know, I do think that, like, in a fight, Princess could probably stop it.
100%. Some of these characters, I've never seen more than a photo of them. And you can tell
and
just from that.
You just know they're going to be powerful.
You can tell from a photo.
Yeah.
Mommy didn't have the it factor.
Okay. Figure from Doors. Oh, wait, let me hide what's happening here. Figure from Doors versus Rambly.
Rambly Raccoon.
Oh, I love Rambly.
Everybody loves Rambly.
I like trains. Okay, let's think about this. So, Rambly presents as a friend,
Yes.
kind of within the whole online digital system
Yes.
of Indigo Park. Boo! Right? Figure, we know is out to kill.
Correct.
We know is. Right? But I think that Rambly could pretty easily avoid Figure, right?
This is a tough one for me because Rambly, like, is another one of these that lives in a computer.
Right.
So, and Figure is blind? Question mark?
Yeah,
No
like
eyes?
goes off of noise.
Right. So a Rambly could kind of just pop up on like all the different screens and like lure him around
Yeah.
with relative ease.
Right.
It seems like Rambly would kind of dominate this fight.
Yeah, like if there's some kind of machinery that Rambly made a lot of noise with, and then Figure goes into that, like, I think Rambly has it.
Yeah, just
I
lure
think
him
this
off
is
a
a
cliff.
Rambly win.
Yeah.
This is a Rambly win. Okay.
We're getting to the end of the first
Oh my
round
gosh. Wooly, Amanda the Adventurer.
Here. Yep. Versus
Sea Monster
Yep.
Ill?
Iron Lung. You know, that famous indie horror character? Sea Monster.
The eye that we see out of the submarine?
Yeah, correct. Versus a digital sheep.
Yes, who I speculate was a pediatrician or medical professional of some kind
Mm-hmm.
within Hamlin. Oh boy. I love Wooly. I think he would panic as soon as he saw a giant sea monster.
Yeah, way out of his depth. It's not even close. There's no universe where a digital sheep will beat a ginormous sea monster. That just will never happen.
My poor boy.
Sorry, buddy. Not your day today.
Okay. Dandy from Dandy's World versus Blue RF. And this is the final one of round one.
Yep.
Oh me. Oh my. Dandy from Dandy's World versus Blue from Rainbow Friends?
Yep.
Well, okay. Okay. I want to hear your thoughts on this.
Okay.
Tell me your thoughts.
I am pretty squarely in the Blue from Rainbow Friends camp.
Mm-hmm.
He is like huge blue monster who just like rips things apart.
And it's out to get you from the beginning.
Yes, Dandy is a flower, and it's in the name. It's Dandy.
Yeah.
Like I know Dandy turns into a monster, but
Right. But you could play Loves Me Not, and he's toast.
Hondo P. It's blue to me. Blue walks.
Okay, I agree. I feel like I've been making some pretty definitive choices, and I didn't want to come out the door swinging too hard.
That's okay.
We feel
Sometimes
good
it's
about that?
obvious.
Okay, people are saying Twisted Dandy. Twisted Dandy.
Yeah, that's like when Dandy gets
That's
evil.
true. I guess we did say all the versions have to come together.
I'm still blue. Dabu dee, dabu die.
Dabu dee, dabu die.
Mm-hmm. This is one situation
I'm kind of
where
stuck.
this to me is like the version of the Catastrophe Crow Jumbo Josh argument where the big one wins. Because Dandy isn't small enough to be hard to hit and nimble,
Yeah.
and Blue isn't big enough to be, like move slowly and be like kind of clumsy. It's just a clear-cut size difference and like aggression difference. And Blue, to me, takes it.
You know what? For this final one in round one, let's run a poll.
Okay.
Let's run a poll. For the sake of the argument, I'm going to say Dandy.
Okay.
If you say Blue.
I'm saying Blue.
Let's go in.
Exotic Butters says, who the Sigma is Dandy? Well, Dandy from Roblox. I don't know what you want me to say.
We played a little bit of Dandy's World here on the channel. It was during our Twitch experiment where we were quietly streaming on Twitch to see if anyone would find us. And I played a couple rounds, I think, where we were looking at all the drawings and information about Dandy and his friends, and then we went in and we extracted, and then we had some little haunted creatures go out and kill us kind of without remorse.
Yeah.
So it's a little brutal. It's a little brutal.
Poll is running in the Twitch chat. Poll is currently running.
All right. Okay. Oh, wow. Blue with a steady lead right now.
Somebody said, I can't vote. I don't know either of these guys. That is very responsible of you. I am voting with pretty limited knowledge as well, and my votes are carrying a lot of weight for some reason. I think it's fine for you to vote just based on name, based on how we're describing it, whichever one you want.
Real.
Poll ended. Blue sweeps.
Blue
61%.
sweep.
I feel like YouTube's not going to be very happy about that, but
Holy moly.
that's okay.
Blue goes.
The people have spoken.
Chat's pick. Chat selection. Blue.
YouTube doesn't get to vote literally 1984. The link is in the chat. You could click the link and vote on Twitch.
And the polls
We're alternating.
Yep.
Yeah. The last one we did was on YouTube.
Okay. So
Now we're on to round 2.
we have right now, oh my gosh.
That was the longest round.
That was so long. We were doing this for like 2.5 hours. Wow. We did well here.
Yeah.
I feel pretty good about everything.
Now that we have a pretty decent understanding of all these characters and where they sit, the next kind of rounds go quicker.
Yes.
Like, we're more familiar with what our arguments are for everything, and I think we'll be a little bit less split.
Yes, I agree. All right. Let's hop, skip, and jump right into round 2.
Let's do it.
Freddy Fazbear. Oh my gosh. Freddy Fazbear versus Potato.
Yep.
Now, Freddy Fazbear or, okay, shucks. Let's think about this. Freddy and the kid/soul juice inside of Freddy has been led astray before. Are they going to fall for it again with Potato?
To me, this one's Freddy. Like, I think
Freddy is stepping on the potato.
Freddy literally, like, grabs the potato and, like, squeezes it to death, or one bites it.
Yeah, the bite of 83.
The bite of 25, yeah.
Yeah, the bite of 25. He's eating potatoes.
I think Freddy dominates this, yeah.
Yeah. All right, this is Freddy Fazbear.
True.
Oh my gosh. Please let me take. Oh my gosh. Gonna go up here. All right, take that. This
Nice.
is wild.
Freddy into the Sweet 16.
All right, Freddy.
Next.
All right, now we have Waffle Cone Willie versus Baldy.
This is a tough one.
Ooh. Does Waffle Cone Willie move too fast for Baldy to think? Because Waffle Cone Willie has speed and force.
Yeah. That's true. And our previous thoughts on Waffle Cone Willie were like, he's in your neighborhood. Like, he's already got your kids. But so does Baldy.
Right?
Baldy's at your school.
Right. These both have influence on the children.
Yeah. But they're fighting each other, I guess.
Right.
Does Baldy like ice cream? Is he going to be lured by the Willie's waffle cones? Here's what I know for a fact. Waffle Cone Willie could not care less about what Baldy has to offer. Like,
No.
school, teaching, whatever.
He would not hesitate.
He's going to run him right over.
He wouldn't hesitate. Thesperus says counterpoint, Baldy is cool.
Yeah, that is fair.
Right? But like, Baldy and his little stick against
the
Waffle
truck.
Cone Willie?
I think Waffle Cone Willie flattens him.
You hate to see it. I hate to see this. But I think Waffle Cone Willie takes it.
I agree. I think Baldy, when we moved Baldy on from last round, in the back of my head, I was like, he might be a new favorite to win the whole thing. Waffle Cone Willie flattens him.
Oh my, I can't believe he's even on this list.
He was a last-minute addition.
Oh my gosh.
Waffle Cone Willie.
So he's going to take on Freddy Fazbear in the Sweet 16.
Great matchup. I'm so looking forward to that one.
Oh my gosh. Okay. So now we have Doey versus boyfriend. Doey versus boyfriend from FNAF. This is a one to ponder on.
It is.
It's one to really sit down and think about. He just beat Frankie Finding.
He did. Is Doey like? Would Doey get lost in the music? Is my question.
I think Doey would drown out the sound with his wails of agony.
Whoa. that's tough to hear.
That was darker than I meant it to be.
That was a real bummer.
Well, like, you know,
I know what you mean.
Doey was crying out a lot.
Yeah.
And, you know, he's like, I'm not going to listen to this. He's not going to engage with that. He's just going to be focused on taking boyfriend down.
I think boyfriend is used to people like fighting fire with fire. Like he's aggressive, he's confident, and everyone else he's battling is that as well.
Right.
So when he's met with Doey's inner turmoil and like sadness, I think he's going to freeze. He's going to not really know what to do.
Yeah, I think boyfriend can keep his cool running from Finding Frankie.
Yes.
Because they could keep on a similar pace, right?
Yeah.
Like, it's a fun environment. He could have fun with it. But Doey, I think Doey would take him down. I think Doey would take down boyfriend.
I agree.
I think
this
goes to Doey.
Yep.
This goes, oh my gosh. Okay, once I move it, it just doesn't want to.
Okay.
So we have to pull from the
Grab
origins.
the OG.
Yeah.
All right.
Cool. Next up, Wally versus Dog with Gun.
This is an interesting one, too.
This is tough. Whew.
I don't know. It is tough. I lean Dog with Gun.
You lean Dog with Gun?
He's multi-dimensional. He's violent.
Yeah.
And he's got a gun.
I mean, I think Wally's got a lot of soul to him, right? Like, I think that Dog with Gun is out for blood.
Yes.
Wally, I don't think is. I think this goes to Dog with Gun.
I agree.
All right.
Wally's also under Holmes' control, allegedly.
Yeah.
And we've got, I don't want the accomplice when I could get the real villain later on in the bracket.
This is going to be Doey versus Dog with Gun.
Awesome matchup.
That is a wild matchup.
I love how this is shaken up.
This is great. Oh, this is a good one.
This is a good one.
This is a good one. Monty versus Bucky. They thrive near the water, my friends.
Yep.
These are water dwellers. Monty versus... Oh, gosh. Oh, this is hard.
I have thoughts on this one.
Oh, this is hard. This is hard. Oh. Monty versus Bucky. Oh, get out of here. I feel like Bucky would go to darker places than Monty would.
I agree.
I think
To me-
Bucky would go to darker places, but I think Monty would have more force, but Bucky would just go in with no remorse.
Yeah. Bucky is what Monty wants to be, or thinks he is.
Bucky is... Someone in chat just said Bucky is brutal. Uboo's said Bucky is brutal. Bucky is brutal.
Bucky is brutal.
Bucky is a hard one to take down.
Yeah. Monty's a fraud compared to Bucky.
I don't want Monty to lose, but I think Bucky would take it.
Yes. I agree.
In the words of the beaver, damn.
Nice.
Thank you. Oh, you hate to see it.
Down goes Monty.
Ugh. Dang. Bucky. That's no matter who comes out on top, I think it's Bucky. This is a brutal matchup.
That could have been a Final Four matchup, easily.
Yeah, this is like someone is coming out with scars.
Yes.
Like psychological, physical scars.
Yeah, this was a real fight.
Yeah. Like
A lot of these other ones haven't really been fights.
This
That
is
was a scrap.
truly a like to the death.
Yep.
Oof.
Agreed.
Okay. Aggie versus Sans.
I don't really know.
I'm sorry. I'm sorry.
You're going Sans?
Oh my gosh. I just have to. Right?
I'm fine with that.
I
I
think
didn't have strong feelings either way here.
this is what it has to be.
Yeah, I'm down with that.
This is who takes it on. Like, I'm sorry, it just is what it is. It's Sans.
Cool. I'm down with that.
Like, if he could win Tumblr Sexy Man, he could win this battle.
Basically the same bracket.
Basically. Huggy Wuggy versus Jumbo Josh. Oh, that's good. That's good. Okay. I lean Huggy.
I lean Josh here.
You lean Josh? Really?
I've swapped.
You've swapped.
I have swapped. Huggy we've only seen him be successful in killing things smaller than him, like other humans. How in the world? Like, all he has is sharp teeth. Is he just going to bite Josh's leg? Like, he's not nimble. He's long and lanky, but he's not going to, like, climb up there.
I mean, he's faster than Josh.
Well, so was Catastrophe Crow.
Right, but, like, it's more of a size comparison where we know Huggy is strong. I think, honestly, my argument against Huggy would be, like, well, I guess you could do that against Jumbo Josh, too, but I feel like it's more prevalent with Huggy. Huggy, I feel like, follows orders more. Right? Like, if he's told or swayed against a certain thing, I don't know how he does with, like, full autonomy. Where Jumbo Josh is just going in, swinging.
Yeah.
But when Huggy Wuggy is called in to do a job, he knows he has a job to do.
Josh has that roid rage. Like, Josh has got that Jivanium flowing through him. He's just angry at everything, and he's swinging. And I think that works to his favor here.
Yeah.
When you're that big, all it takes is, like, you just got to tap somebody, and they fall over.
I think
Huggy Wuggy is a little, like, stick. So thin. Talk about getting knocked over by the shockwave.
Yeah, I mean, his teeth could pierce, though. His
Yeah,
teeth
but if
really...
he latches on to Josh, then Josh just, like, grabs him.
Yeah, but you could take some with ya.
I think Josh would kill.
Right?
I don't know how Huggy Wuggy kills Jumbo Josh. Like, what does that look like?
Yeah, like, there's something you can only get by being Jivanium fueled.
That's true.
I really think this might go to Josh, and I don't want it to be true.
I know people are going to be upset.
Because my first impulse was Huggy, but the more I think about it, I'm like, shucks, this might actually be Josh.
Yeah.
Chad, is this Josh? Okay, Joyful Plier just said, I just pictured Josh ending Huggy like a mosquito.
Yep.
All right, it's Josh.
I
It's
know.
Josh.
The YouTube chat, I will say, credit to YouTube chat. I think they're starting to get the thinking of actually imagining this fight rather than, like, who's your favorite character. Because they've been, like, kind of spot on the last couple against, like, some pretty popular characters.
Yeah.
So I think we're
it's
starting
Josh.
to get there.
All right. Slenderman versus... Slenderman is quiet.
Yes.
Slenderman is quiet. They both have similar tactics, I will say. Right? Like, Slenderman, he's going to appear more the more you have notes. Mama, if you're holding a tattletale and that's making noise, then she's going to be around there, right? And they're both like, Slenderman, you have a little more chance to escape from. Once you see that static, you can run a little bit faster and, you know, hope, and you might get away. Mama, might not. But Slenderman doesn't have to really worry about making noise to trigger Mama, right?
Yes.
All it
agreed.
needs to do is, like, cause the static and, like, the blacking out, and then Mama Tattletale's gone.
Agreed.
Is
I
this
go
Slender?
Slender here.
I think it's Slenderman.
I think he's the perfect counter to Mama Tattletale.
He really is.
He's everything Josh wasn't.
Right? Who said Mama ain't looking for papers? Mama, Slender Man behind you.
Mama just killed a slender man.
Sweet Baby Moon, subscribe with Prime as I was looking for answers. Thank you so much, Sweet Baby Moon. Appreciate that.
That's always the answer.
Yeah, using that Prime sub. Heck yeah. All right.
That's funny.
Slender
I think
Man,
it's Slender Man.
I think it's Slender. Like,
YouTube chat is in pretty unanimous agreement on this one, too.
all right. Let's go Slender Man. I agree. I don't know if Mama Tattletale is specifically looking for notes.
Yeah.
Maybe she'd investigate, but like,
She don't
if
got time for that.
if they're battling, like, and they're put together to fight, all Slender needs is to see her, and
then it's
going.
GG's.
Yeah,
Yeah.
he'd go in. So I'd say Slender Man. Slender.
Wow. See, this is nice when we're in unison. We're in
Right.
agreement. There's no hard-fought, tooth and nail
No.
debates here. I'm sure we'll get into some, like this one.
This is rough. Afton versus Baba Yaga is rough.
Yeah. Want to talk about immortal beings?
This is a heated matchup. Like, it's almost stupid.
This could honestly be a finals matchup.
It
These
could.
two.
It could. So Afton versus the Baba Yaga.
Yeah.
John Wick, not quite. Not quite. Ooh.
Baba Yaga.
This is one you sit with.
I know. I'm trying to give one of these characters a fair shake because I'm very sternly in one camp, and I want to make sure that I am being unbiased.
I just... Afton can kill and take down a lot of things.
Yes.
The Baba Yaga, I don't know if he can.
I don't think so either.
I don't think he can.
And especially I think his whole gimmick about coming back, she like will cook him into a soup and eat him. Like there's no coming back from that.
No. Like, Glitch Trap would be his only hope.
Yeah.
But that's still defeat.
I think it's Baba Yaga.
Like,
She's going to be a tough one to take down. I'll tell you that.
I think Glitch Trap is like the only thing that stands in the way of this. Like, how would she take down Glitch Trap?
She doesn't care about computers. She's like an old witch who lives in the forest.
Right? You could probably interfere with technology that way. You know?
Yeah.
So,
Like she does everything old fashioned. She doesn't even own a computer.
yeah. I think it's Baba Yaga.
I know. It's tough to see Willie A go. I know he's a fan favorite. But I just don't see a world where he wins this matchup. Even
Yeah.
like it's sure we're trying to make an argument for how she can like fully kill him. I don't think there's a single good argument for how he kills her.
Yeah.
She's like an immortal, unkillable, which we can't factor in too heavily because she's got to die maybe sometime.
Right.
She's like a house also.
Yeah, and like the further you go into like Glitch Trap land, then you have like the Mimic coming into it. Now there's like a blend of characters and that gets confusing.
Yep.
I think if we're talking about William Afton,
The dude.
yeah, Baba Yaga takes it.
I agree. She's going to be tough to beat.
Yeah.
I'll tell you that. Moment of silence for Willie A. Cool.
Great. Okay.
Next.
Bendy versus Home. Oh. That is hard.
Both black goo creatures.
I mean, ooh, 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 ooh,
What are you thinking?
That's really, really tough.
Yes, this is Home from Welcome Home for everybody asking.
That's really, really tough. it's hard for me to imagine this lineup, to be so honest.
In what way? Like hard
Like-
to imagine them.
Like how
fighting each other.
yeah, like how it would go is really, really hard.
Yeah, YouTube chat is like very split on this as well. This is a tough one. Let's logic through it. Let's talk through it.
Okay.
Bendy, in all forms, I assume the most potent form we're talking about, though, is like the ink demon.
Yes.
And home is, well, yes, a house, but allegedly also
Like
like
an
an entity
entity.
that will control your brain
Yes.
and will have you working for it.
Yes.
Bendy, there's a cult in that game as well. Like Bendy is a bit of a cult figure there as well.
Mm-hmm.
So this is like cult leader versus cult leader. Who's got the better cult? Who's stronger? Home, this is tough. Bendy's powers come from the ink.
Yes.
Home's powers, it seems like, come from like within. I mean, literally, but also kind of like intrinsically. It has those powers. If Bendy were to not have ink, then Bendy's kind of nothing. Home, I don't think you can remove Home's powers.
Oh my gosh. I mean, if Bendy is not resilient, though, like, he'd put up a fight.
Yes.
It's hard with home.
Very hard.
Like, with the whole, like, influence thing.
I know.
Like, it could kind of trump a lot. Like, if it went on to the next round, no way it could take Baba Yaga. Like, there's
No.
probably, like, there are forces beyond Home's control with that.
Agreed.
Like,
but that's the thing that I think we're able to discern, and that's where subjectivity comes into this. I
Yeah.
think Home can overpower Bendy with its mind control. I do not think it could overpower the Baba Yaga.
I guess so. I love Bendy. I want Bendy to win. It is just hard for me to see it.
The big question is, how does Home kill someone? I guess. Do they just like mind control you and now you're like into forfeiting? Or like you're not fighting anymore? I don't exactly know. What does it look like for Home to win a fight?
Right.
And I guess that may be too specific. Like, this isn't a fight to the death. It's just like who wins.
Right.
I think victory can take many forms.
Like, I think Home can make it so Bendy could not fight anymore.
I think I agree with that. I think it's Home.
I think it's Home. Oh my gosh.
Yeah. This
Some of
was
these
a
are
really
breaking
good
my
one.
brain.
This was a really good one.
Okay. Catnap versus Dread.
I have to say something. I'm so uninfluenced by Dread
I know.
that I almost want to go Catnap like by default.
That's exactly what I was thinking.
Let's do it then.
Like, it's just Catnap.
Apologies to Dread. I'm sure you're a great guy.
But it's Catnap.
Your visual brand is not all that interesting to me.
It's Catnap. Like, oh, you'll follow me after a certain point? Woo. Yeah.
Be a fan.
Like,
Leave me alone.
Catnap will knock you out immediately.
Yeah. Catnap said
Sorry.
knock you out.
Amanda versus Granny Merge Mansion.
I like this matchup.
This is one for the books.
I like this matchup.
This is one for the books. Golly gee. Okay. Ooh, this is hard.
Well, actually, the more I think about it, the less close it becomes.
Granny would have a really hard time making a pie out of Amanda.
Yeah, the Amanda demon.
Yeah.
Grandma's just an old lady.
Yeah. I think that would be hard for her to harvest.
I think she would die.
But I would pay money
Yeah,
to see this fight.
I know. It was a good one on paper, but Demon Amanda would just murder this old lady who makes pies.
Yeah, no question.
Sorry, Granny.
All right. The Mimic versus Kanito Pet. This is an interesting one.
This is a good one.
This is an interesting one because the Mimic, it's a virus. Kinetopet operates very similarly.
Yes.
So Kinetopet could infiltrate Mimic.
Or Mimic could infiltrate Kinetopet.
It could go either way.
Yeah, this is the first time we've got like two computer viruses going up against each other. So they're kind of equal in that footing.
This is a good matchup.
So, well, but here's the thing. I feel like Mimic's strength comes from its form. Like the Mimic as a virus is cool, but its violence and its ability to kill you is one thing.
But then how does Kinetopet manifest?
Same thing it did to Car. You're going to stay here forever with me.
Right.
And it's trapped forever. Just like how home can make you stop fighting. Kinetopet, I think...
It's kind of like vague parallel to Mixis here, where it's like, let me keep you... Yes. Kinetopet would operate in a similar way.
Kinetopet is Mixis.
God, I hate it. Kineto overtaking the Mimic would be nuts,
I know.
Dude.
That's a...
That is a controversial one.
I didn't expect Kineto to make it past the first round, knowing your particular affinity for Car. But I think Kinetopet wins this for me.
Like, I think the Mimic would really try to annihilate Kineto. I don't know if there is a world, because Kineto is getting in there, that it influences the Mimic. I don't know if it does. I'm just trying to think about the ways in which Kineto could theoretically take down the Mimic.
Yeah. I think containment is the main one.
Yeah.
My other question is, what else? Like, is this another one where, like, the Mimic just, like, breaks the computer that Kinetopet is on, or, like, doesn't get involved?
Right? Or does it... Who infects what?
Right. I don't think Kinetopet would infect the Mimic. Kineto, I don't think, wants to, like, leave the computer.
Yeah.
It just wants people with it. It's going to try and draw you in.
Mm-hmm. Ooh. All right.
The Real McDonald says, the Mimic's whole thing is that it's influenced by other things.
Right? Like,
which kind of makes sense.
The Mimic, feels pretty set in its ways, but we can't rule out the fact that it is influenced, right?
Yeah.
Like, there is a world where Kineto can get to that granular level and influence and change the Mimic in some way.
Yeah, they're both computer programs.
Yes. So, I think Soul Serpent asks a good question. Would Mimic learn from Kineto and Uno reverse it? The Mimic is the aggressor, but that doesn't win, says Dude 128.
Yeah, I would agree with that take. This is not a fight won by physicality.
Right. Sapphire says Kineto needs administrative access. You have to grant Kineto permission.
But it would be... That's why I think it's the Mimic virus software would be uploaded onto the computer that Kinetopet's on.
Yeah.
Like, Kineto is not going onto the endoskeleton that holds the Mimic program.
Right. Like, the fight isn't someone gives the Mimic a laptop and says, like, all right.
Yes.
And go.
This is like program versus program.
Yeah.
And I think Kineto is structured better for this situation. Its goal is to trap you and keep you there.
Right. And they're both, like, they can both actively learn. It's hard. It's hard. But I feel like Kineto is smarter than the Mimic.
I agree.
Mimic 1 or Mimic 2.
I agree. I think this is Kinetopet. People are begging for a poll.
I think this is poll worthy.
But they're just going to vote for the Mimic because they like the Mimic. You and I both know that Kinetopet wins this. You know it. You know it. They can vote on the next one.
I don't know. I think Twitch is very Kineto. Is YouTube Mimic?
YouTube is fairly split. I don't remember where the last poll was.
All right. I think a lot of people are saying it's a tie. A lot of people say stalemate.
What do you think?
I feel there's what I think and there's what I want, and they're at odds.
What do you think? Who wins this fight?
It's Kanito.
I know. It's a tough one.
Kanito has the Mimic has physical force, but from a virus to virus standpoint, Kanito would do it.
I agree.
Kanito would do it.
I agree.
God, this hurts to see. The fact that the Mimic has caused so much freaking havoc in FNAF, and all they needed to do was get freaking Kanito Pet in there. Like, are you joking?
That's the secret of the Mimic.
That's the secret of the Mimic, is that Kanito Pet could take it down.
It's going to end with Kanito Pet opening up on the computers.
Edward made the Mimic. Who made Kanito? All right.
Oh, man. Okay.
Gee whiz, this
now
is
we got another
wild.
good one.
Sonic EXE or Monika DDLC? I feel a certain way.
How do you feel?
I feel pretty firmly Monika.
I feel Sonic.
You feel Sonic?
I do feel Sonic.
Why do you feel Sonic?
So they're both computer programs, at least I'd say they're both computer programs. Sonic.exe.
Yeah.
Monika. I think Sonic he's moving and grooving. I think there's more to Sonic. I think he's harder to nail down, even as a computer program.
Yes, but Monika can influence and change so many files at once, and if she has a motive, by golly, she will go to extremes.
Yeah, but she's never gone up against Sonic before.
I don't think any of these people
You've
have gone
never
up
seen
against...
Sonic like this before.
I don't think any of these characters have gone up against these other characters like this before, Sam. Okay, this is new for everyone.
Ugh. I think I like Sonic. I don't know. I lean Sonic.
Run a poll.
I'm going to run a poll. I think this is a good one to pull.
Was the last one on Twitch?
Yes, this is going to be a YouTube poll.
Okay.
Sonic versus Monika.
Yeah, everyone's saying Monika would just delete the file.
Yeah, but Sonic moves so fast that you never know where the file is. Come on over to YouTube and vote if you're passionate about this. But really consider Sonic and consider how Monika's never gone up against Sonic before. That's really the main factor that we need to take into account.
I need you guys to consider that Kanito Pet has never gone up against the Mimic before.
Sonic 4, the Sonic 4 movie is going to be him fighting Monika from Doki Doki Literature Club.
I mean, he's fighting Metal Sonic, so...
Pretty cool.
Pretty cool. At least I think. I don't know.
Let's see. Okay. I mean, there's a clear winner here. It's not nearly as obvious as I thought it would be. We got 64% Monika.
Yeah. I think it's Monika.
All right.
All right.
Okay.
Kanito Pet versus Monika is going to go wild.
I know.
Somehow... Oh, I don't know.
Don't.
Okay, I'm not going to think about it. I'm not going to think about it.
Don't pre-plan your thoughts.
I'm not. Okay. Princess versus Rambly.
A princess for me.
Right? I wish it was more of a debate, but it's kind of not.
It's not. Rambly hasn't proven himself to me yet as like vicious and evil.
Like, Rambly in this environment, I feel like would have a really hard time trying to like interfere and change things. Like, I think the princess could just break the system.
Agreed.
Whether meant to or not.
Agreed.
So, I'm gonna say princess. All right.
It's funny that this is like the one live stream we've done where Unique Geese has not been in the chat to weigh in on Rambly's defense.
Right.
That would be awesome.
Oh man. Well, I'm excited for the next Indigo Park, because then maybe we'll come back and be like, oh man, We missed a crucial detail here.
Yeah. If we do another one of these next March.
Oh my gosh. Sea Monster versus Blue Rainbow Friends. I mean, oh boy, I just feel like a sea monster would tear apart
Yes.
Blue.
I am Sea Monster camp right here.
Sitting at Sea Monster.
Sorry, Blue.
Oh my god.
I don't even think Blue can swim.
No. All right, here we go. Oh, fit on screen. Oh my gosh.
Look at that. Our Sweet 16.
Oh, wow. About to move on to the Elite Eight.
Let's do it.
All right.
This is where things are going to start getting. That round was like starting to get good. I think every matchup here is going to be good.
All right. Freddy Fazbear versus Waffle Cone Willie. All right. So, Freddy Fazbear, animatronic, heavy, got
Correct.
some weight to him.
Yes.
More structural integrity. So if Waffle Cone
Then
Willie
Baldy, yeah.
were to run into him, there might be some more resistance.
Yeah. Waffle Cone Willie is an older ice cream truck, too. So he may take some damage if he tries to run over Freddy.
Mm-hmm. Now, I could see a kid wanting ice cream from an ice cream truck.
Yeah. I would agree with that wholeheartedly.
Yeah.
Is Freddy that kid? Oh, yes. That's what you were saying.
Yeah.
Oh. That's true.
Right?
Oh, man. Here's what I'll say about Freddy.
He's definitely not fast enough to get out of the way.
No.
They're both taking a lot of damage.
The animatronics in the game. I'm about to sneeze. Hold on.
Bless you.
Thank you.
Sick dab.
Thanks.
Yeah.
The animatronics in the game are not necessarily shown to be that smart. Like, they will run down the hallway at you. You close the door. They stand there for a little while, and then they run away. I think Freddy Fazbear would get lured, again, by Waffle Cone Willie and killed. I think this one may be the end of Freddy.
And would every Freddy do that, though?
Good question. FNAF, what are the ones that wouldn't?
I think Glamrock would know better.
That's the one that I was thinking of as well.
Glamrock would know better.
What if he had Gregory inside him, though, and Gregory's like, oh, ice cream. Does that count?
I mean, I think that Glamrock Freddy's instincts would be like, Gregory, it's not safe. We can get you ice cream from somewhere else.
Yeah. Well, the Glamrock Freddy that we know went into like safe mode. We've never seen him go into attack mode.
It's true.
So
we've seen busted up versions of Glamrock Freddy in Ruin. Where it's like, that should not be. But
I think Waffle Cone Willie might take this.
Someone said, who said that? Kit Kat said, nah, Gregory's a robot and would not crave ice cream.
I don't know. I think the kid inside is still pretty powerful. Chica digs through the trash to eat garbage.
Yeah.
And she's a robot.
Yeah, but she's not Freddy.
No. But I think it shows that the childlike traits can transfer.
Gosh. Because
Golden Freddy just sits there, respectfully.
It's me, hallucinate, freak it out. What are the ways in which Freddy could take down Waffle Cone Willie in whatever form? Because I think we're finding ways that Freddy could dodge Waffle Cone Willie.
Correct.
But we have not heard an argument for defeat.
Does Glamrock Freddy have, like, claws? I could see, like, scraping through the side of the truck, like, kind of ripping it apart a little bit.
Yeah.
Maybe.
I mean, Glamrock would be the fastest one, too. We know he can run.
If any of them are going to do it, it's Glamrock Freddy.
Right, correct.
Some people are saying Nightmare Freddy. Those don't really count, right? Aren't they, like, hallucinations?
Yeah, but, like, I guess loosely within the definition of, like, all our versions, it could work. But I still would hold it that Glamrock would be, right?
I think so. Glamrock Freddy has the mindset of
Like-
somebody that would survive.
Yes, and the speed.
Correct.
So, like, I think Glamrock could lure Waffle Cone Willie into, like, walls and stuff and then quickly run out of the way and then attack with the crash.
Yes.
Because what Waffle Cone Willie, the thing that would hurt him is a crash,
Yeah, that's true.
right?
One big thing to render him immobile.
Yeah, like, I don't think Baldi would be fast enough to do it, but I think that he would be able to figure out the strategy.
Yeah.
But he doesn't have the speed. I think Glamrock potentially could and has the way of fighting back, which Baldi also didn't really have.
Like a matador, almost. Like lure him into a
Yeah,
wall
like
or something.
bullfight, but it's Waffle Cone Willie. But again, this is like, it's a really big stretch, and it's easy to mess that up and still get defeated.
It is. If
There's
you
a
get
win
clipped-
strategy, but it's not easy.
Yeah, if you get clipped by an ice cream trucks are not small.
No.
Yeah, if you don't pull that off perfectly, you just got hit by a car.
Oh, and you're going to be so far away from parts and services.
Real. No charging station either.
Oh, yeah.
Out on
Ooh,
Waffle Cone Willie's in
Ooh.
like the streets.
That's a really good point, actually.
Yeah. I think it's Willie.
All right. I see a lot of people saying Freddy, but I don't. What are the arguments for it? Because, again, I think the claws, that's our best. Like, trying to cause Willie to crash, claws. I guess you could, like, sides and tires. Tires are really. Right?
Oh, that's interesting. Pop the tires. It's a moving car, though. I think that's maybe his best shot. It is a moving car.
Unless it crashed. But again, now I'm just speculating ways to kill Waffle Cone Willie, and we're attributing that to Glamrock Freddy.
Yeah, there's nothing unique to me about Glamrock Freddy that allows him to beat Waffle Cone Willie in a way that nobody else could.
Right? Oh my gosh, I can't believe I'm about to do this.
I know. Waffle Cone Willie, I said this last time, we added Waffle Cone Willie maybe 40 minutes before the stream went live. Or like right before we put the graphic up.
Okay. The Fungus Among Us says, Golden Freddy is a ghost. He can goad Willie into crashing. Willie is just a truck. Fun Time might be a good option. Freed in his best form would be without Greg and fully charged. Glamrock Freddy fighting him is like a fast armored human from Immortal 1.
Yeah.
Okay,
I don't think a fast armored human would win either.
right? I don't know.
And Glamrock Freddy died in Security Breach in like 10 minutes. He needs to not die. His battery dies in like so fast.
Right? Like, an animatronic could sustain a hit, but probably not more than 2.
Yep. He also needs to be put into like free roam mode. Like he's got all these protocols running on him. I don't know. I just don't think he's fit for it.
This is an upset. Unless you are seeing an argument that Glamrock or some Freddy could take him down.
No, people keep doing. They're seeing Freddy as all the Freddys, like fighting at the same time. It's not 5 Freddys fighting this one truck. It's not like the gang rolls up and beats up this truck. It's could one the distillation of Freddy Fazbear kill this truck? And the answer I think is no.
Right? Now, if we were talking about, like, this is... I can't even say it. I'm having a hard time getting it out of my mouth. If there was, like...
Go ahead.
Like, Remnant.
Nice.
And it just got to Waffle Cone Willie in some way. And multiple souls were happening. Like, Freddy gets nerfed, but there's a little bit of Remnant that's there. And the Remnant goes into Waffle Cone Willie and just takes it down.
Like from the grave, essentially?
Yeah, like from the inside. Like, but Freddy still loses.
Yeah.
It's just that the soul does the rest of the work. I hate that I said that.
I know. Some people are saying the blob. That's not really Freddy.
That's a lot of
That's its own character.
Yeah, that's a lot of characters in Remnant.
I agree.
Oh, gosh.
I know we're trying, but
We're
I think it's
trying
Waffle
really
Cone
hard.
Willy.
Oh my gosh. That worked for some reason. I hate this. I hate this.
Is that Elite Eight? Waffle Cone Willy's in the Elite Eight?
Waffle Cone Willy takes down Freddy Fazbear
That is a true upset.
by some...
I almost wish...
I want someone to come in and change my mind. I really do.
I don't think it's possible. I wish that we had this put together like 2 weeks ahead of time so everyone could fill out their brackets, and then we filled this out and see if anybody got a perfect bracket. Because the answer's got to be no.
There's no...
Nobody
no
would
way.
ever pick the same way that we're picking right now.
Never. All right. Let's end this pain. Doughy versus dog with gun.
All right. Even if we have different answers, let's say it on 3. I think that's kind of fun.
Oh my gosh.
You ready?
Yeah.
1, 2, 3. Dog with gun.
Yeah.
Sorry, Doughy. You're getting blown away. I think this tees up a good next round matchup, too.
Oh my gosh.
This is a tough one.
Can gun beat dough?
Yes. I think so.
Dog uses environment. We have to use environment to kill Doughy. Yeah, okay. Dog could work a way around.
What are you thinking here?
I'm processing. Sorry. I was in my feelings about this because this is bizarre.
Yep.
It was what my gut told me was right, but...
I know. That gut feeling, I know this is the channel of overthinking. That gut feeling is going to steer you right 90% of the time.
Yeah, I know. Bucky Beaver versus Sans. They both have the potential to be very vicious.
Agreed.
But I think Bucky more so.
I agree. I lean Bucky.
Bucky is violent in a way that would alarm Sans, who is notoriously, like, you know, he's got his hands in his pocket. He's a chill guy.
Yes.
But, like, Bucky, dude?
Bucky is a darkness that I don't think anyone else on this bracket can match.
No.
That doesn't mean he's going to win.
He might be a beaver, but he's got that dog in him.
Well said. That's a crazy sentence, but you're spot on.
All right. Bucky Beaver.
Over Sans. Sans Undertale.
Jumbo Josh versus Slender Man.
Oh, man. This is a tough one for me.
Okay, let's think about this. Slender's just kind of appearing nearby, right? Sometimes you turn around and he's gone. You know where Jumbo Josh is
Yes.
at any given time.
I
He's plowing over notes and not realizing it.
think Slender Man can confuse Josh in a way that Huggy Wuggy could not. Because they're both tall, lanky weirdos, but I think Slender Man is more evil and like meticulous than Huggy.
I think it's Slender.
I agree.
I think you're right. I think Slender would confuse Josh and use that as his moment.
Yep. Josh is like a naive kid. Slender Man is just like
Slender Man
ruthless.
is like a different level.
Yep. Man, these have been good.
This is a wild ride. Like, I am sitting in disbelief with myself on a lot of this right now.
Was that the end of that other side?
Yeah.
Wow. We're down in it.
We're flying now. I know. All right, the Baba Yaga versus Home.
We kind of talked about this one last round.
I think
It's
Baba
Baba
Yaga takes
Yaga.
it.
Yes.
Baba Yaga takes it.
Baba Yaga is the better version of Home.
Yes. Baba Yaga can overpower anything or any kind of control that Home wants to deem over it.
Agreed.
No question.
Yeah, that one's not even close.
All right. Next up.
Catnap?
Catnap versus Amanda.
Oof. Catnap kind of buy in the last round because who cares about Dread?
But Amanda Catnap,
This is a good matchup.
Catnap, bigger body. Amanda, demon mode, monster mode, right?
Amanda Monster Mode, also Amanda Kids TV show where she lures you in. Catnap is a child.
Oh my God, yes.
Amanda's whole shtick is like luring kids and stealing them.
Ooh.
And trapping them in the tapes.
Yeah,
Kind of.
the gas wouldn't really affect her.
If she's in TV mode.
No. But even as the demon, she's still fast in a way that Catnap isn't. I think this goes to Amanda.
I think it does as well.
I think it goes to Amanda. But I think she would like Catnap.
Somebody said, but Amanda is also a child. That's true. But Amanda, that doesn't really matter. Amanda's luring. That's what she does. She lures kids. And Catnap is a kid.
This is
Amanda's
wild.
not going to lure herself.
All right.
This is, I think, going to be the explosive one.
Kanito Pet versus Monika.
I think these two are more similar than people think.
They both want to keep you.
Correct. Forever.
Kanito Pet will take your information and use it against you. Monika will eliminate all other competition. Kanito is constructive. Monika is destructive. Even with
Yes.
similar goals,
Yes.
I think Monika is more violent than Kanito.
I don't know. I like what you said, and I agree. I think Monika is more indirectly destructive. She will never do anything to you. If you're the one that she wants, as John Travolta so famously said in Grease,
Yeah.
if you're the one that she wants, she's going to eliminate everyone else, but not you.
But she'll show you the consequences of her actions.
That's true, but she's not going to kill you.
Right, but she's still capable of that violence, where
She
Kanito
is.
is just showing you'll stay here forever, and I'll hold you to it, and you can't escape, waha. Where Monika's delete, get off my lawn.
I don't know. There was that mini game in Kanito Pet where the bloody body bag was dragged across the screen on the cleaning version. You remember that? I think these two are 1-to-1 almost.
I know, it's a tight match. It is. But in the same way that Bucky is brutal, Monika has that darkness too. In a way that Kanito doesn't. Kanito, it can be sinister. Monika is dark.
Yeah. I don't disagree. Are you open to polling this one?
I am open to polling it.
Okay.
I sit in the Monika camp, and if you're Kanito,
I am. I'm not 100% Kanito, but I'm probably, 67% Kanito. I'll run the poll on Twitch.
all right.
All right. 1 minute poll on Twitch starting now. Monika versus Kanito Pet. Hop on over to twitch.tv/GT Live to cast your vote now. While you're there, click the subscribe button and see if you have a free Twitch Prime sub. And go ahead and use it.
Thank you, Sam, with the call to action.
That's what I do. Turned into the SNL announcer there at the end.
Yes, and please keep in mind with this specific one, the powers that these characters have. I know we stan these characters each for different reasons, but we must consider their power more so. So choose wisely. Choose wisely. All right.
Yeah, it looks
Hype
like
train.
people are.
Whoop whoop.
Looks like people are choosing pretty decisively here.
Oh golly. All right. Let me see what's going on. It froze up on me. No. All right. Oh my gosh. Space Ranger, thank you for subscribing with Prime.
Woo!
Whoop whoop.
Can you view the results?
I'm trying. Kariki, thank you for subscribing with Prime. All right. Seeing what's going on. My computer is freezing up a little bit here. What do you see?
So
Monika with 79%
there it is.
of the vote.
Yep.
All right.
I don't think that's unreasonable.
I
think they're
agree.
very similar.
I agree.
Wow,
I think.
shout out to all these. A lot of people
Whoop whoop.
dropping their Prime subs.
Really? Whoa.
Yeah.
Oh my gosh, Sam, start
Pizza
calling out
Supreme
names.
20, Bailey Dash, Bonanza of Anna, Bubs the Destroyer,
DC Wig of Hub.
Pika Games. Shout out to all of you. Shout out to all you guys doing that.
All right.
Goats.
Epic.
Shout out to Monika.
Shout out, Monica. Yeah, shout out to everyone who is doing Prime subs and also the gifted memberships on YouTube.
For real.
Means a lot. Princess from Slay the Princess, and then Sea Monster from Iron Lung. This is probably the weirdest one of the Elite Eight.
It is. It's awesome, though.
Yeah.
What are you thinking here?
Oof. I mean, Sea Monster could be a sea monster.
True.
I still feel like Princess has it.
I'm in the Princess camp here. Princess feels like one that can reach past like the ocean and just destroy sea
I
monster.
don't think anyone has been able to slay the princess so far.
The princess will be tough to slay. Shout out to Kitty Katara, Mini Starny, Limex 13, all using Prime subs. People are just kind of dropping them now, which is epic.
Epic. Thank you.
All right, we're
Oh
into the
my
Elite
gosh.
Eight.
This is bonkers.
We're into the Elite Eight.
Oh my gosh. All right. Let's start at the top here. I gotta zoom out a little bit more.
With our main man.
All right, we got here today Waffle Cone Willie versus Dog with Gun.
I think Waffle Cone Willie's run ends here to me.
I need y'all to know that Sam hit the hold up. His writing is actually fire pose. Like he was hitting like.
Do people know that meme? I hope they do.
I don't know.
Do you guys know what we're talking about when we say
It's one
that?
of my favorites of
Hold
all
up.
time.
His writing is so fire. One, if you know that meme. Yes? Okay, good. You dropped that the other day when we were filming some GT Live, special GT Live stuff.
Yes.
And I was so glad you did. I thought I was the only person who knew about that.
I love that meme so much.
Hold up. His writing is this fire.
Oh, it's so good.
It's awesome.
Okay. Dog with Gun is shooting the vehicle. Shoot the tires.
Yes.
Yeah.
Double barrel shotgun can pierce through this old ice cream truck.
This is
At a
how it
range.
takes it down to crash it.
Agreed.
I don't need to extrapolate the potential logic of Glamrock Freddy in this situation. Dog with Gun is shooting the damn tire.
Agreed.
I agree.
It's dog with gun.
It's Dog with Gun, and there's no other way. Thank goodness your reign of terror ends here.
I wanted him to win so badly.
Will Waffle Cone Willie.
People would come, like, we'd come back on Monday. Like, other people know we're doing this. They'd be like, oh, who won? Like, did Freddy win? And like, nah, Waffle Cone Willie.
Cone Willie.
You know, that game.
Oh my gosh. Okay. Here we go. Bucky Beaver versus Slender Man. Ooh. Ooh.
Ooh.
Ooh.
Ooh, while you ponder that, shout out to
Hello.
Bagel for gifting 5 subs on Twitch.
Oh, thank you,
And
Bagel.
Zyla1246 and Maria Stram all subscribing.
Oh, thank all of you so much. That's
Thank
incredible.
all of you.
Thanks all of y'all. Thank
Awesome.
you to all of y'all. Bucky
What's the thought
Beaver,
here?
Slender Man. Oh boy. Okay, let's think. Bucky, violent, can seek out opponents even in the silence.
Yes. Brutal. Truly brutal and violent and dark. Messed up, I would say.
Truly. But could he even get near Slender Man without blacking out?
I don't know.
You go near Slender and you hear the static and everything. I don't know.
I have this scene.
And we know that Bucky collects notes. Just saying.
Oh.
We collect notes as Bucky in the game.
Yeah.
It's true.
I have this scene in my head of like Slender Man trying to be all creepy and cool and like stealth, and Bucky kind of just like grabs him out of the dark and just like cracks him in half.
Right?
But how? I don't.
I think he could, but
It might be Slender Man. The collecting notes that's a tough one.
Chris, thank you for subscribing with Prime. Appreciate it. And thank you to hey, Amy Haley, 24. Appreciate you. Oh my gosh. Many of y'all. Awesome. Okay. Many of y'all in chat saying your thoughts. Ooh.
I don't know.
Either of them could win.
This is one that inside I want Bucky Beaver to win, but I'm trying to separate that. I think Slender Man has a pretty good chance of winning this fight.
Right? Like, we collect pages as Bucky.
Yeah.
We collect pages as Bucky. Bucky's whole thing is getting close and smacking, right?
Yeah.
I don't know if Slender Man will let that happen.
No, he's unsmackable.
He's unsmackable.
I think it's Slender. Thank you, Storybook Rhyme, for subbing with Prime and creating that
Dragonair
rhyme.
115 says locals are yelling Slender Man. Everyone's saying locals are saying Slender Man.
Okay.
Oh, Sylvia Duskwood says it depends on who sees who first. I don't fully disagree, but I do think like Slender Man, it's just hard to get close.
Yeah. Bucky's not a
saying
stealth guy. I think it's Slender.
I think it's Slender Man.
I agree.
Wow. I would not
I
am shocked. I am shocked that Slender has gotten this far.
That's exactly what I was going to say. I didn't expect him to really make it out of like the first round.
I cannot believe this.
He took down Red from Among Us, Mama Tattletale, Jumbo Josh, and Bucky Beaver. He's making a good run,
He
I will
really
say.
is.
He's got some good quality wins.
Oh, Josh, I miss you.
Gone too soon. Here's the question. Would Josh have beaten Slenderman if he got past?
No.
Okay.
No. No.
Unless. It doesn't. He didn't even make it, so it doesn't matter.
Right? All right. Baba Yaga versus Amanda.
Very good matchup.
These two are kind of goated.
Yeah.
Amanda's powerful. But so is the Baba Yaga. But I don't know how influenced Amanda would be by the Baba Yaga. I'm trying really hard. I want to make sure I'm removing bias from this.
Yeah.
And looking as objectively as possible. Because I think I want Amanda to win.
I think we're going to land in the same place here. I think it's Baba Yaga.
I'm not convinced.
I'm not seeing a world where she is, one, lured by Amanda.
I guess so.
She doesn't care about the tapes. She's not a child. She's not into technology.
I know, but just like the power of like Amanda going in demon mode is like, could the Baba Yaga take that down? I don't know.
I think the Baba Yaga is like a when it's not in like its disguise or whatever, is apparently like a huge like house creature. I think it would be like a battle of the Titans.
You know what? I got to give credit to Sapphire in chat, who says Amanda's a new demon. Baba Yaga is an ancient witch. Baba Yaga crushes.
True. Experience.
I think that's the convincing argument I needed.
Yeah.
I concede.
All right. That's a tough matchup, though.
That's
a Final Four matchup for sure.
I want Amanda to win, but I think the old witch, an experienced one, versus newer sort of demon who, is still kind of going through a lot of that turmoil.
Yeah.
And is, at the very core of it, like a very scared and upset kid. I think it makes sense.
Yep.
Okay. Monika versus Princess. This is one where I can see chat splitting in half.
Yes. Maybe the two most passionate groups of people.
This is hard.
Yeah.
This one is tough. But we also have to ask ourselves the same thing here.
Ask it.
Monika is great in technology.
Yeah.
The princess can kind of fracture reality.
Yes. That is true.
Based off of what Monika wants out of the princess, I think that could just break. But also, are they so separate from each other that, like, it's hard for one to hurt the other? Because Monika is contained, but in a sense protected.
Yeah. Right? What's the way to beat Monika at the end? Don't you have to, like, uninstall the game? This is tough because I don't want a lot of people in chat are saying, like, oh, the princess is a god. I don't want that to be the deciding factor because then it's just like she wins the whole thing by default.
Yeah.
How would she fight against Monika, I guess, is the question.
Right? And then similarly, how would Monika fight against her?
I think,
like, I mean, it's rough too, because, like, Princess is kind of trapped.
Yeah.
When we meet her. Monika wants to trap. But the princess still can manipulate things even while being trapped. So it's like, that's a way to beat Monika. If you think about it in a very meta sense.
Yeah. Everyone is just saying Monika can delete her, and that's kind of been the default response every time Monika's come up. That's just not true. Monika can delete and influence things that exist on your computer. I don't think we're assuming this fight takes place on your computer. Like, Monika can only reach what she has access to, which is your files.
And so
the
far,
princess can reach everywhere.
I think so far Monika has only been put up against, like, programs and files.
Yes.
And, characters that live in applications. Princess breaks that.
I think it's Princess here. To me, Princess walks. Monika can't delete a real person.
But then it comes to the question, like, what takes down Princess?
I think there are some things.
Okay. Because I think for this one, going on to the final four, Princess.
Yeah. She's very strong.
She is.
But she's got some weaknesses that I think will be tested in this next round.
Oh. Yeah.
Yep.
Okay. Holy mackerel. Okay. All right, our final four of the indie horror character bracket. All right, coming in from the northwest is Dog with Gun. From the southwest, Slenderman. Northeast, Baba Yaga. Southeast, Princess. What a group.
Can you drag the four of them, like, to a closer, like, kind of like where the line meets, like, on the left? Dog and Slenderman kind of put on, like, the middle line, I guess. Or the left line.
I'm confused about what you mean.
So there's the box in the middle.
Yes.
Then there's a line to the left of it.
Oh, you want me to move them closer so that more?
Yeah, just more compact, so we can
Okay.
zoom in a little bit and get everything in there.
Okay. Hold on.
And everybody in chat can think about their answers while we're rearranging the board.
Right, so something like this, you mean?
Yeah, definitely.
Okay. I gotcha. Boop. All right. Oh my gosh, this is Bizarre Town. All right. Oh my gosh. Oh, man.
Okay. Dog with gun versus Slender Man.
Oh, my gosh. I mean, here's the thing. You can't get close to Slender. Dog with gun can hit from far away.
You don't need to get close.
I hate that it's such an easy decision in the final four.
But it's dog with gun.
It has to be dog with gun.
Which, mind you, is also just a man in a costume. Like, yeah, he comes out of your TV and like other stuff, but he's a man in a costume.
Yeah. Real and true. Oh, sorry. I was trying to delete this to make it a little bit cleaner. All right. So with that, let me also get rid of this and down here, because we already have these in other places, so
Great.
lean for a cleaner other bracket. All right.
This is the big one.
Oh, this could be Baba Yaga Princess. I'd be happy with that as the final brawl.
Yes.
That is.
It does feel like maybe this right side of the bracket was a little more stacked.
Yeah.
Considering
Whoever wins this goes up against dog with gun.
just the guy with a gun. One, like, ever omnipresent, all-knowing princess, and the other is a grand mythical witch of, like, invincible, versus a guy in a costume with a gun. I see some people in the chat going, Slender Man is immortal. He can't be hurt. And for these purposes, he can be. What are you cooking on?
Man, this is rough. This is rough.
You sound like the dog.
Roof. I didn't know I could do that.
Ruff.
Okay, Baba Yaga versus Princess. Both are very, very powerful. This is hard.
This is March. It's like an ESPN ad.
This is March Madness. This is like when it was UNC Duke in the Final Four, and it was just such a wild game. This has that same energy right now.
I know.
Like, I don't know if I need to grab my shoes to rush Franklin Street, but I don't want to jinx it. And so I'm sitting there like white-knuckled on the couch, unsure of what to do. Ooh. It's one where like you just need to sit with it.
I know.
Like they're almost like too powerful.
Yeah.
Like this would cause catastrophic world damage.
This is one of those things, like one of those problems that Marvel runs into, where every villain is now like a world-ending threat. It's like, okay, well, how are they going to fight each other without just everyone dying?
And then go up against dog with gun.
Man in dog costume with double-barrel shotgun. It's only got 2 bullets.
He reloads between, you know.
Time out. I need to reload.
Oh, golly. Woo.
This is awesome.
All right. Okay. I need you, Sam, to go through chat
Okay.
and start reading me some arguments. Because I think this is the one that people are going to be fired up for.
Yeah.
And I need to go into this with some leads.
Yep. Okay. Josh Gardner, the princess is mentally unstable. Baba Yaga is very wise and would take advantage of that.
Okay.
That guy, Robbie 14, the princess is based on the person's perspective. If Baba Yaga perceives the princess as what she is, the princess wins.
Interesting.
Ethan Owens, the princess becomes a stronger witch in another ending. Ego Dino, the princess is a reality manipulator. Mr. Selenius, princess controls timelines, right?
Well, how would Baba Yaga view Princess, right? Because I think Baba Yaga might look down on her.
Cameron says Baba Yaga's a lot more powerful than the princess. princess can come back and get stronger. Dat girl ZZ.
Okay. How hard is it to manipulate the Baba Yaga, right?
Yeah. I don't know. I also just, this may just be a flaw in the whole system. I just don't go for the argument of like, well, the princess is a god and she's all knowing and she's all powerful. Like, okay. But if she's fighting the Baba Yaga, none of that matters.
It feels more even.
It does. The princess can be anything and everything. So she can be dead.
Oh my
the
gosh.
Baba Yaga is wise and more experienced.
Right, that's the same argument that was for Amanda.
This is an interesting one. Here we
Please.
go. This is what we were looking for. Dippy Fresh 2.0. The Baba Yaga drains people of their youth. That's interesting to me. The princess is like young. If Baba Yaga just like sucks the life out of her, drains her of her youth, that seems like it's pretty strong.
Can we confirm that the princess is, in fact, young or contains more qualities of youth? Because if it's like a god-demigod argument, then could be older, but potentially still younger than Baba Yaga? Saying princess is not a real person, so that wouldn't work.
The
princess
princess is
doesn't age.
older than time itself.
Oh.
Yes, but like she's got a form. The game is like, I don't know.
Oh, this is rough.
I know. I just think, to me, it's like when theories are like, it was all a dream.
Yeah.
Like, that's kind of a cop-out. Like, get in there and fight. Don't tell me that you can't fight.
Right, but like...
How does the princess beat Baba Yaga then?
Right, it's like, I think these two figures are both so powerful and like similar in terms of, you know, how long they've been hanging around, how much, you know, wisdom influence they have. Like, I think there's a fair point to be made about the Baba Yaga being more stable than Princess.
Yeah.
I think that's a fair point. That's something that could be exploited. What could the princess exploit Baba Yaga for? You know?
Mm-hmm.
It's hard.
Does Baba Yaga die in Cooking Companions? I don't think so, because there's the second one, right? Dreadweight, she's still alive. That's interesting what someone said.
Reese's Pieces says, Baba Yaga has tried and true methods.
Sunflower Boy says, the Baba Yaga is a house sort of a witch. Like a house and a witch together. And the princess is trapped in a cabin. So Baba Yaga can just contain the princess inside her. That's an interesting argument.
Okay. I'm seeing a lot of Baba Yaga pro arguments on Twitch right now.
YouTube is probably 99% princess.
Really?
Pretty vehemently.
Really?
Yes.
Oh, so we're split right now.
Yeah. Maybe it's like 95%
Okay.
princess.
Is there a tiebreaker that needs to be had? The big bad final poll.
Where do you vote? Because this is the end of the bracket.
I know. Unless we really think Dog with Gun could take on one of these.
Oh, well, I've got some arguments for that one. For sure. I don't want to get swept up in the noise.
I know. Based on the evidence presented at this point in time, I lean Baba Yaga.
I lean Baba Yaga. And I know that's going to make a larger group of people pretty unhappy, but that's what this is. We're filling this bracket out. That's why we left a blank one in the comments for everyone to fill out their own.
Right? Like, I think if there's anyone who could take Princess down, this is the one to do it.
Correct.
I don't think anyone else really had much of a chance.
No one was even close. She went up against, like bozos, random bozos, a sea monster.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. I'm going to put Baba Yaga. But I think, based on everything we are learning here about the princess and what we've discussed before, we definitely need to go back to this game.
Yeah, absolutely.
So let's make it happen.
Okay.
Let's make it happen. And we're going to lock in. And it's going to be good.
Okay.
Perfect. All right. This is what's happening right now, y'all. This is what it is. That was really... I feel tense.
Yeah.
I feel tense after that one.
It's a little tense.
Like, I really saw a world where either of them advanced.
Yeah. And I know people are upset. Like, I'm already reading comments and people are mad.
Yeah.
First of all, I think the one thing we can all do is just exhale. Just take a breath. This is a March Madness bracket we're making about video game characters. There really could not be anything less important.
Okay.
We're just having some fun.
There's one thing more important. Dog with gun versus Baba Yaga.
It's very important. I lean dog with gun. pretty unanimously. Here's why I lean dog with gun.
Please tell me. Please tell me.
Dog with gun in the game is like, yes, he's a man in a costume, but he's also interdimensional. He starts in the game. He comes out of the game. He is like, I don't know that time traveler is the right way to put it, but he's also like been a part of your past. Like, there's the photo of the dog costume on the wall in the house.
Yeah.
He's still like existing in the current day. There's the whole section of the game where you like throw certain things at the TV and you start getting into like the cult aspect of it and all this. Like, there's something to dog with gun that's supernatural as well.
I mean, you're not wrong in that.
And his benefit this whole time has been range.
Yes.
Baba Yaga is an old house lady that if I just stand 12 yards away and I shoot you with a gun, what are you going to do about it?
But, like, Baba Yaga can come back, right? Like, it doesn't end there, but I think dog with gun would have an easier way of reaching her, like, at a given point. Really utilizing the material world, technology. Now, if Baba Yaga, right, in whatever form Baba Yaga takes,
yes,
was like, oh, going into the actual vessel itself, right? Going into the game. Because you can, like, turn around and look at the kid who's, like, playing the game, right?
Yeah.
Drain youth that way. Like, if she goes into Dog with Gun's world, she could become stronger through that draining. Theoretically.
Yeah, okay.
So, there's an exploit that could be used.
Well, here's the thing about... So, you're correct. Dog with gun, though, in duck season this is one of those where he's trapped in the game and he's trying to bait somebody else to come in so he can go out. So if Baba Yaga goes into the game, that's what Dog with Gun wanted. So he can get out of the game and she's trapped in there. Thoughts?
I have so many thoughts.
Did you know my writing was so fire?
I am trying to live in the present, live in the now.
That's good.
Because right now, part of me is a little bit stuck on, like, I think Dog with Gun could have taken down Doey, but the way that we argued it was not great. And I'm not satisfied with that, but I still think that Dog with Gun could have done it.
Yeah.
So I'm trying to think here of like, okay, we really need to logic through how Dog with Gun could take down Baba Yaga. Now, if this is the old switcheroo, like trap her in, that would be interesting. Because as you said before, it's what, Monika didn't have, and to an extent, Kinetopet as well. Like, can't go out into the outside
Correct.
realm, where Dog with Gun has that capability. And, like, time is swirly. And so it's like, whoa. Oh.
Now, Matthew Holmquist makes a good point.
All right, what's up, Matthew?
He said, counterpoint, Baba Yaga doesn't play video games. Which is, I believe, how you would get, like, sucked into the game.
Right.
Is, like, you finish the game, like, get all the achievements or whatever.
Yeah.
And then he, like, beckons you into the TV. So I don't disagree that she probably wouldn't be playing through the entirety of Duck Hunt.
That's probably true. Probably true. Unless down the line in the future, she was trying to, like, rizz up someone who was also a gamer.
Yeah.
But that's, like, again, we have to think about this in the sense of, like, they're being put up against each other to fight, which implies, like, there has to be some meeting in the middle, right? Now, we also said that Dog with Gun could just shoot the tires of Waffle Cone Willie. Like, that's outside, removed from a video game.
That's true.
So it's like,
well, to me,
there could be a within and without.
Exactly. This is the same rule that we had with, like, Bendy and Amanda.
Yeah.
There's Dog with Gun in the game. There's Dog with Gun out of the game.
Right.
Here, I think this is a pretty basic question to establish.
Yes.
Would shooting the Baba Yaga with a double-barrel shotgun do anything to her? Like, would that just kind of roll off?
Like, I think there'd be an injury, but I think she would recover from that. Like,
I think so.
I don't think
like,
it'd be endgame.
No, I don't think you can just end her with a shotgun.
Right.
So it seems like he's got to do more than that. It seems like there's got to be some combination of shooting and trapping. The question is she too wise and experienced to fall for his bait?
There's a lot of arguments happening about how many shots it would take for Dog with Gun to get Baba Yaga.
Which is awesome.
Okay, I have an idea.
Okay.
We have gone up to this point. What if we poll both places?
Okay.
Because it shows you the number, right, of how many votes?
It shows me total votes and percentage.
All right. So total votes for each option or just overall?
Total poll votes.
Okay.
I mean, we could approximate it through the percentage.
Yeah.
I also think if we polled it, it probably wouldn't be super close. We could just be able to figure it out.
Yeah. So let's poll both places.
'Kay.
Y'all don't have to move. But let's poll on both.
All right.
Dog with Gun or Baba Yaga?
Okay. And then let me know when you're putting yours up and let me know when yours expires.
Here, mine's a little frozy. If you wanna hop in and do mine, RQ.
Okay.
I think your computer is a little bit faster than mine. All right, you're typing away. Go for it. Waiting for this to go. Whew. Voting on both, y'all.
All right. I'll leave this one up for 2 minutes.
All right.
I'm going to start both polls in 3, 2, 1. Okay, they started at the same time.
All right. All right. Waiting for it to pop up. Okay, there it is.
Okay.
Oh my gosh. Oh my god, 50-50 split.
Vote your answer here. Who's the winner of the 2025 indie horror character bracket?
Oh my gosh. This is tense.
64 entered, only one will win. Who's the winner?
All right, the votes are coming in on Twitch and YouTube now. Steelbo says the way I scrambled to vote.
Yeah, you got time. Plenty of time. Still got about a minute and 10 seconds, probably.
I will say, it's funnier if Dog with Gun wins. But
yes.
Is that the truth?
I think it's very possible that Dog with Gun could win this fight.
I'd love to see it.
I know. I wish like there was an ending for this where like the two of them would come out and just fight.
Right? If you see it happen.
Yeah.
Can someone please illustrate the Dog with Gun Baba Yaga fight? Please. Please. Oh my gosh.
It's close.
All right, y'all. This is your moment. Make your voice heard.
Last 20 seconds. Vote, vote, vote. Do your civic duty.
All right. I see some of y'all on the prowl, taking on the mission.
And the poll is going to close right now.
All right. Who took it on YouTube?
With 53% of the vote and about 1,000 votes cast, it's Baba Yaga.
On Twitch as well, with 58% of the vote, Baba Yaga. Which means the winner I need to center that more. That's abysmal. I hated every minute of that. The winner of the 2025 March Madness Indie Horror, who would win in a fight bracket, is Baba Yaga from Cooking Companions. Good answer. Good answer.
Baba, come on down and get your prize.
Woo! This was wild.
Yeah, this was intense.
Like, I'm looking through some of these matchups and seeing the results, and I'm getting, like, defensive. But, like, maybe, I guess, on the offense about my own answers. I'm like, what? How could that happen? What? But then I remember, like, the thought process of going through it, and I'm like, yeah, I guess that is what it is.
Yeah. I also think it's important to know, like, there are no correct answers to filling out this bracket.
No.
Yours are all going to be different from each other's, from ours. That's the beauty of brackets.
Yes.
It's entirely as subjective.
So.
And it's super fun to do on your own. Print it out, gather with, fill it out yourself, get like 2 friends together, argue about it, do whatever. Just have fun with it. And
then get your finished bracket worksheets and put them on r/GT Live.
Yep.
Because I know plenty of y'all disagree with this one, because we have some hot takes on this bracket. I am so aware. But I am so interested to hear and see what y'all predict and any reasoning y'all have for the winners, whether it's more humorous, whether it's logical, whether it's more like deep cut, lore-based. We want to see it all. So throw yours on r/GT Live, download the bracket for yourself. I think we can get another link to that, or put the blank one up in the community tab on GT Live. So share it where you will. But wow.
I thought this was super fun.
This was really fun. Like, there was
people are already posting their brackets on Reddit. That's awesome.
This was increased heart rate for me. Like, wild discoveries happened here, my friends. I don't know if anyone expected Dog with Gun or Slenderman to make it as far as they did, but they did.
Yeah, Dog with Gun literally almost won the whole thing. Dog with Gun, which is, again, a man in a costume.
I think that says a lot about our society.
The beautiful thing about brackets is it's all about your pathing.
Right.
Like, there were some home run opponents on the other side that he just never even had to face. That would have knocked him out immediately.
Yeah.
But, like, Sea Monster. I think Sea Monster would have killed Dog with Gun because it's a giant monster.
Like, even a few of the Dog with Gun bullets probably couldn't take down Sea Monster.
Not at all.
Yeah.
But he just had a great path to the finals.
Right.
That's awesome. Yeah, I just spammed the Reddit post that has the blank bracket in both chats. Feel free to grab that. We can also throw it on the GT Live community tab on YouTube.
Yeah.
Fill it out, post it on Reddit. We're going to be looking at all of them. I want to see what your answers are. And then I love brackets. I think these are super fun. If there are any other things that you want us to do brackets of, I think this was a good starting point. Any other things, I'd love to do more brackets, and we can have some more friendly debates.
Yeah, I think so too. And like, again, our bracket is not the definitive one. You know what I mean?
Not at all.
This is what we came up with tonight in this space. But if we did this bracket again in like a week, it would probably look different.
Yeah.
It probably would not be the same thing. So, yeah, if you have like a definitive no, this would have won, fill it in on your bracket, post it online, go for it. But
absolutely.
Yeah, just like fun, silly little stuff. This is our March Madness. And you know what? Like, we don't have the joy of watching these unfold IRL as you do with like college basketball games.
Mm-hmm.
But we have the theater of the mind. So that's fun enough. But yeah, I thought this was super duper fun. Thank you all so much for coming along on the journey with us. This was bizarre. And I also didn't expect it to go as long as it did. We were here for a long time.
I did not expect it to go 4 hours.
No, but it was a great 4 hours. I had a lot of fun with y'all. I appreciated y'all's evidence points and logic in the chat. And a lot of y'all's silly jokes as we went along with it. So thank you all so much again. And keep an eye out for some more cool and epic GT Lives coming your way.
A lot of people are asking for an update about the mouse.
Oh.
I have not seen the mouse since the initial mousening moment.
Do you think the mouse hid? Because like for a while I was looking over there and then I kind of forgot about the mouse because we were dealing with such high stakes matchups.
Yes. The mouse has not come back into this room. I could guarantee it.
Okay. Like some of these are still going to keep me up tonight.
Yeah.
Being like, did I make the right choice?
As long as you had fun
Right?
and voted your heart, you made the right choice.
In the moment, the choice we made was the GT Live choice.
That's all you can ask for.
That's all you can ask for.
I wouldn't ask for anything different.
Any parting words, Sam?
No. This is fun. I'm glad to be back.
Yeah.
This was my first one back, it feels like, in a while, and this is a good one.
Yeah. Yeah.
So
a wild one to return with.
I know. I'm very glad I was here for this. This is awesome.
Indeed. So thank you all so much for watching. I'm going to say goodnight to some people in the chats, and then we'll see you next week for some more classic GTL. All right. Night time. Let's see. Sapphire says good night. Good night, friend. Good
Joyce
night.
Eastwood says, good night, GT Mouse.
Ash from IKEA says, good night, Pookies. Good night. Have fun in IKEA. Very epic of you.
Riley says, bye.
Bye.
Dylan Hope, good night, guys.
Kath Trisha says, good night, everyone. And good night to you too, my friend. Oh, my gosh. Oh, wait. Another birthday. Michaela Fields, happy birthday. Happy birthday to you. I hope this was a fun birthday stream. Clap and a half. Boop. All right. Do-do-do-do. Boop-a-doop-boo,
One
boo,
Ghost
boo.
Lives Here says, bye, guys. This was wild while playing The Sims 4.
Good night. Thank you for tuning in.
Enjoy The Sims.
I have so much fun with Sims 4, my friend. Goodness gracious.
Woo Woo says, have a fun weekend. You too, Woo Woo.
You too. You too, Woo Woo. You too, Woo Woo. Epic. All right. Steelbo says, bye and good night. Thanks for the shout out earlier. I screamed. Good night, my friend. Have a fantastic evening. All right. Epic. Oh, Kath can you say happy birthday to me? Happy late birthday to you. Kath Trisha? Happy late birthday to you, Kath Trisha. I want to make sure I said your name correctly. And thank you all so much for watching. Remember, this sure was a live stream. By golly, was it a live stream. A wild one, but a wild one for you. See ya!